I
just want everything with stars.
I love my glass dice.
Dropping it in the Discord so y'all can see.
Oh, hi.
Yeah,
Welcome back, everybody.
Hi,
Welcome back to
Oops.
Misty Mountain Mondays. How everybody doing in the chat tonight? How everybody doing in the Discord tonight? I am so happy to be back. We just got back from Fandemic. The company just got back from Toronto and Richmond and somewhere in Arkansas. I don't know everything. I got company swag to show off here in a minute. But I'm just excited to be back doing the part of my job that's actually my job and that feels a lot more like play than convention work.
Meow, 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 meow.
We will get more to me and to other things and to announcements and to a bunch of shout outs to new followers and subscribers and things that have happened over the weekend. But first, let's thank Erik Braa once again for coming and joining us on our little Twitch show and impressing and entertaining the hell out of all of us. I have come more mentally prepared for the amount of shenanigans that you bring this week. I expect to get nothing done, and I'm delighted by the prospect. If I could not be...
I'm glad I could help. I don't know.
Question mark?
As we pointed out last week, usually it's Jane's job to bully me on this show, and she's appreciating this little miniature vacation that you have offered her.
Indeed.
And it's normally the other two's job to mix everything up on you, and now there's just another one.
And yeah, you were supposed to be my stability on this program, and what have you done for me? Hello, Rifle Stud. Hello, Wolf Rider. Hello, Confused Mind. Yes, we are likely to see the return of Shaun the Sheep. Stay tuned for that.
Oh,
Oh, boy.
Real
wait,
quick.
do we have a cult following?
Oh, Sean.
I mean, I
We
think
have a
any
cult
following we
following.
have is probably a cult following at this point.
Maybe.
Real quick, let's introduce everybody. We are going to... we're going to start with Erik, and I know you hate shilling, so if you don't do enough of it, I'll try and fill in.
Okay. Yeah, actually, you know what? I do have something I want to shill.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Ooh.
There's a Kickstarter coming out next week. It is for Student Loans Paid in Blood by Todd Allen, and I am doing the audiobook version. And it is super fun. It is a hard-boiled magic detective series, but hard-boiled magic, I believe if you go there, it'll send you to the holding page for the Kickstarter, so go check it out. We are going to be releasing the entire book the end of the month, and then the audiobook, I should say. The book will come, but we're doing a Kickstarter to see if we can raise money to, well, pay me. So anyway,
Yeah.
Which
the
we want to
hello,
do.
duh. But anyway, I'm Erik Braa, or at Erik Braa, or erockvo on Instagram. I am playing the Blood Lord, and yeah, it's super fun. I love you guys here at Misty Mountain. I really appreciate you guys having me here. A wonderful crew, and been having a great time. So, yay! So let's do some more. Okay, I talked way too much. There you go.
Oh, that's great. You said it was student loans played in
Paid in blood. Yeah.
How thematic.
Yes,
How,
and
how
then
appropriate.
the second book. He's doing a Kickstarter, and we're gonna do 2 books. The second book is called Cursed Apps, and that one will come out afterwards. But I've only done 1 sample of it so far, so I haven't even read the whole book myself.
Oh, wow. Well, I mean, at some point you will, surely, doing...
Yeah, obviously, while I record it, at least.
I mean, I'll think about it.
That is awesome.
Yeah, think about it.
You also have a Twitch channel. The link to that Twitch channel is in our chat right now. If you missed following Erik last week, please do so now. Every Wednesday, he's streaming a happy hour
do a
for
happy
sure.
hour tomorrow, actually.
Tomorrow?
Yeah, Wednesday, I'm going to do some GDC voice actor meetup thing.
Oh.
So I was going to cancel, and now I decided, I think, let's try to do it tomorrow night. So we're going to probably do tomorrow night for the broadcast happy hour.
That is wonderful,
So-
because that means I won't be streaming when you're streaming for a change.
Grab a beverage and come by.
Yay!
I've always got a beverage. A beverage?
Beverage?
It's Irish coffee in a little cute dice mug tonight.
Oh.
This
Wait, I've bought things from that company before. I love
Yeah.
their D&D stuff.
Abby Kate in
So
our
cute.
Twitch chat, although I know her by a different name, got this for me before I went on the road this weekend. So I'm
She's not Abby Normal.
she's not. So wanted to thank her for that publicly. Cool. Yes, more things, more people. Later, that who not pick on lately. KJ.
Hi, I'm KJ. I am a competitive cosplayer and model on Instagram. I play a character named Druna, and she is a hot mess. And currently, I have a friend that I haven't put away yet. So Sean is around too. So I'm excited to see where this goes.
Great.
Badass.
The sheep kill last week was definitely a memorable moment, and while we're talking about that dude Daniel won last week's clip contest, which we are repeating again. All throughout the show, every Misty Mountain Monday.
And because I'm here, Rob, we're giving away a shirt every time.
Every time? Ooh,
Wow.
Dang, so man.
That's a little week at least,
nice.
right? So you have tonight and at least one more week of opportunity to get a shirt. But you have to put in the work. You got to put in the work. You got to do the clips.
There was some.
You got to do the clips.
Once you offered a prize for that step, competition got a lot stiffer last week. We had a lot of contenders for the best
clip
of the
Daniel's
show.
Daniel's going to step aside now? Let somebody else try to win a shirt, or is he going to go for two?
I don't know that Dan has joined us yet.
You got to catch them all, baby.
Guys.
You got to catch them all. There are two to choose from, so if you win two, then hey, you can have one of each.
There you go. So any moment that you particularly enjoy, particularly ones that make us laugh or that make us cry or shudder or that makes your seat vibrate when Erik does the Rovahn voice, any of those will probably be a good contender, and we will recognize you on social media, and you will win a shirt.
We're back.
Yep, KJ has to go. Glad we got her introduction out of the way. While she stepped away, let's hear from Crash.
Oh boy!
Oh, and there's one of the shirts.
That's one of the shirts. This is the other one. Before I have to interrupt her, because I'm going to shut up now.
I got mine.
No, you're good.
Before I forget, Erik, I got mine today. It came in like literally 5 minutes before we got on stream, or else I would have been wearing it.
Yay!
I'm so glad that it showed up.
Next week.
Yes, next week. Anyway.
It's me.
Ahead.
Oh, darn it. Well, hi, I'm Crash Candy Cosplay.
Jane's just gonna sit there and go, I don't know what that
You know me. Yeah, I'm a cosplayer and a makeup artist and an illustrator and a prop maker and really confused about all of it. And I'm playing D&D with these wonderful people as a drow cleric named Dr. Iris, and it's been very fun. And and I've been with Misty Mountain coming up on, I think, 3 years now soon. So that's cool.
You're an old hand at this.
I'm an ancient one.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Not an elder god or anything, but definitely.
Yeah, respect your elders, Rob. Do you know who I am?
Okay, calm down, Cthulhu.
I'm about to respond
I am
to
an
that.
eldritch concept.
I just about responded to that in the way that I would if we weren't streaming, and it's a good thing that I realized that we were. Anyway, let's... Crash did... It's still on the VOD. It's going up on YouTube next week. She did a stream takeover for us a little bit ago, talking about Sonic versus the American legal system. And then she wore a shirt that we made on stream last time. So this time I'm wearing a shirt to commemorate her stream. Straight out of Green Hill, baby.
Oh my god, it's so loud and awful, and I love it.
I got Supersonic on the back.
Dude, it looks like you took like 5 kids, like middle schoolers' binders of Sonic and just put them all over a shirt.
They just stole the shirts of 5 middle school kids and then sewed them all together.
You'd be surprised at how easy it is.
I'm gonna put the name of the guy. I'm gonna put the name of the guy in the Twitch chat. He does hoodies and t-shirts and face masks and a lot of stuff. It's in your face art. He had a booth at the convention that we were just at, and it was one of the few things that wasn't all centered around The Walking Dead. So I supported that. And I don't know, I really like Sonic, so here we go.
Yeah, I need to wear more of my TKO shirt. We do need to play it again, though.
Yes.
Ooh, Eric, you could join us for TKO.
Oh.
It's a riot. It is wonderful.
I came here looking for a
Sure.
Vegeta shirt and found one immediately. So that's
Nice.
That tells you something.
By my standards, they're a little pricey, but they're really cool, and it's very soft and comfortable.
And also,
he
support
claims
your
that-
fellow artists, baby.
Yeah, he said the sizes run a little big, but this is. I'm a big guy, but it's pretty snug on me. So I would ignore the maker's advice and just get your actual shirt size. But if you're kind of in between, round down. We're really taking our time with the introductions tonight because we have so much. I specifically have so many other things to say. Let's go ahead to Tyler.
Hi.
Tyler.
Sorry. I apologize if you just heard me cracking my knuckles because I saw my little box light up a couple of times. But yeah.
Now everybody just crack your knuckles.
Yeah, right.
Ooh, okay.
ASMR.
But yeah, I'm Tyler, or Cheesecake Panda. I'm here for our Monday night game and our Wednesday night game. Both characters are horribly chaotic, so just that's what you're in for.
Tells us
Yeah,
all
I'm
we need to know about Tyler.
I'm a cosplayer, and I do makeup, and sometimes I film things, and I have patterns. I'm kind of like Jane, just together we can make the god of arts and crafts.
Yeah.
Yep. But the one fun announcement that I have for all of you, if you go to my Instagram or really any of my social medias that have a link tree on it, I have a fun little link that you can click on to go buy the Call of the Netherdeep book that they just put out for Critical Role and Wizards of the Coast, because I got to do a promotion for it. So if you click that link, I don't get any
It
money
was
from
so
it, but
cool.
it gives me good metrics for the company. so click the link.
You told us
She
that
needs
you
that
would
sweet,
be.
sweet engagement. Go.
You told me that you would
Monkeys.
be doing that,
Click.
and I've been sitting on the fact that a friend of mine would be doing that, and actually working with Wizards of the Coast for a couple of weeks now. It'd be so hard to bite my tongue. But I haven't actually seen the thing yet. Could you post a link to that in the Discord, the public Discord somewhere? And then if you want to see this, go join our Discord and follow that link. Let's see. I'm gonna put a link to the Discord in the chat real quick while you're doing that.
I'll send that quickly, but I also just have to say, if this Instagram follower happens to be here, I just got a message from somebody saying that I look like a middle school art teacher who also runs the drama club right now.
There's no higher compliment.
I just want to say they never did find Barb, right?
You look like you came in auditioning for Joseph and the Technicolor Dreamcoat in costume.
But also, you had a Saved by the Bell audition 30 minutes after.
Sweater.
All the things, If it,
How can I make this work
high school
without
middle
a wardrobe
art.
change?
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, I love it.
See, our goal is to lift Ty up as much as possible and then just roast you.
Yeah.
That's it, exactly.
Gotta keep her humble.
Oh, man.
Well, she's a little too awesome, so we have to keep her humble.
It's
It's
only
true.
You gotta
This-
bring her down to the rest of our level.
This is a
Yeah.
problem that I deal with all of you. Is
Look,
that
we're
by
bitter,
comparison, you're all
tiny people, okay? We're bitter, angry, tiny people. We need this, okay?
God.
Wait, are there other people who are tiny in here except me?
We're the same size, Jane.
I was
Literally
about
in every
to
aspect,
say.
almost,
Oh, yeah. We basically are copy-paste body.
pretty much.
Steven, save us somehow from
Please.
discussing the bodies of these two women.
Hi, I'm Rob's copy-paste body, who is also
Fuck.
here.
Sorry.
Yeah!
My name is Steven. I am Rob's twin. I was included so that Rob wouldn't have to be self-conscious about everyone in the group, and that there was a new, floor to the personnel on this stream. I have none of these awesome talents or anything. I'm not a cosplayer. I'm just kind of a general nerd who really enjoys video games, board games, and tabletop role-playing games like D&D, and I co-host a podcast with Rob where we discuss such things.
often arguing about it, and especially in the feats episode.
Arctic Twinspiration.
That's the one. Clip that, somebody. I need that for the dang show.
Reason.
Great. So, yes, Steven and I do the podcast together. You're currently possessed right now, so that's great. You've got that going for you.
On a character basis, I am
Llama.
Voltarin, the self-proclaimed leader of the group who is currently possessed by the Bloodlord. No one else in the party is asking for violence, but gosh darn it, this ghost is, so someone has to step up. And Dame drew the short straw.
Can you imagine if he'd gotten Druna?
How inconvenienced she is. This is so out of character for her.
Right.
It's really a darn shame. But
honestly, this is like so symbiotic, simpatico. It so works. It
really does feel like Venom.
Of all,
it's not exactly a bad thing, but you're like.
Sure. I was a little hurt that I failed. That Dr. Iris made the save, but then I gotta say, you sticking your hand out to shake, I just was like, this is the greatest moment of my life.
Wow!
Do be rude.
You know what?
It has been all uphill up to here.
You should never feel ashamed to upgrade Bloodlord Rovahn.
Oh, wow. Upgrade. I love it. Okay.
Okay.
I'm just saying, if I were in front of a specter, I would be polite.
Y'all can hash this out in character in just a moment.
You back away from me.
let me get the announcements out, and then I'll release the reins to whatever this is going to become. Mercy, you guys.
Lock me up.
I genuinely love it. Real quick, hellos to people in chat. Let's see. Bliss is here. Hello, Bliss. Still love the screen name, even though Bliss isn't your screen name. I dedicated myself last week to remembering who you were and not being able to refer to you by name, and I'm glad to say I've succeeded in that, apparently. Caffeinated Top Hat, hello. First time in the chat. What is going on? Glad that you are here. Also, Christian JP0 is here. Sorry about the link spamming, by the way. Sophie did our first Dice Goblin stream on Friday. That was the most recent stream before this one, and she had a lot of stuff about dice going into the chat. That is switched off now.
Imagine that.
Yes. Well, I'm happy that it's there, but we're about story tonight, not salesmanship. And product placement.
A set of dice over there at Misty Mountain.
And I think you should. We have lots of ways for you to save money when you do that. However, we'll shill ourselves on other platforms and later. Rifle Stud is here. Princely Green, recent follower, welcome back. Let's see. Hello, General Nerd. I'm Caffeinated Gobbo. That is the worst kind of Gobbo, but one of my favorite types of nerd. So very much welcome. I just dropped something and I don't know where it went. There it is. We'll figure that out later.
Caffeinated Gobbo is also a subscriber or a follower as of today.
I'm
definitely caffeinated by the way, as stated as doing well on the third carafe.
Oh,
wow!
Now that
living up to their namesake.
I have a giant cup of tea that I'm 100% drinking out of a straw.
Wait.
I should have brought my copper straw. We could match.
Pinky.
Are you talking to me?
Let me politely drink my beverage.
I got a leather dice tray to roll in.
I have a cup that says my name is Craig.
That I'm going to be using on you guys. Yeah, it's got little ravens and a skull in it.
Cool.
Okay, that's cool.
Sad they've been sold out on the website for ages. We're probably not restocking them. I haven't seen them at shows or anything, and then we had one stuffed at the bottom of a bin. It's like, yeah, that's coming home with me. And now that it's mine, I can do with it as I want. Maybe it'll be a giveaway or something at some point. Because I have plenty of dice trays. What I don't have plenty of for myself are these bad boys. I got my first set of gemstone dice for myself.
Nice.
This is Tiger's Eye. I have been... I figured, I wrote an article about how it's okay to own stone dice, how they're more durable than you think they are, how they're not as expensive as you think they are, how we've got a warranty on them if they ever chip or break. And I said, you know what? I really want these things, so I'm getting myself one. I can't write an article about how you should have one and not have one myself. I'd be so hypocritical. So, treated myself, and that's what we're going to be rolling tonight. So, if you guys get beat, it's because I have the Eye of the Tiger.
Hey, don't make me, but I can roll my absolutely goated fossilized coral dice.
Ooh.
And this thing always goes in.
Thank you. I'm banking on Eric and Steven to appreciate my musical references.
Wait, did the girls not?
No,
No,
did
we
so
got it.
on purpose.
I think they just didn't care.
They might
I was
not.
a little busy looking
I just
at my
did it out of
dice.
spite.
I'm gonna brand.
I think they were like, "Cool, I got your reference. I don't
Out
care."
of spite. What's up,
Don't worry,
Grandpa?
Rob. We sang that in chorus once when I was in high school, and it ruled.
Oh my goodness!
Okay.
Wow.
It
All right.
was really funny because it was bad, but it was fun.
All right. Last thing I'm going to do before we play D&D. We've already spent 20 minutes doing this, so I'm going to do this very fast. We have had a lot of followers over the weekend. I don't know if Sophie managed to shout them all out, so I will get to all of them in a second. Princely Green was the last one I remember me shouting out, so we're going to start from there. Mini Octopandas, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the party. Pycelence 0, S-Jack 7192, thank you very much for joining our little group. King Emo 26, CTCJ 94, thank you for the follow. KMB Metal Hockey 82, not really sure on that one, but I'm very glad you're here. Followed 5 days ago, FG Drew 78, Jor Makar, McB 2004 Gaming, Obuanga? Crimson Tide, spelled as monstrously as you can possibly spell Crimson Tide. Thank you for the follow. Texas Holden, The Portrait Dude, Aaron Kuhn, 433, CML Monstar. Makes me think of Space Jam. I'm a fan of the Monstars. Winter Cookie Wonderland, that sounds delicious. Alaskan Sharky, Crescent Moon 87, Karmic Castaway. Papa Bam XO, the real Brandon Pace. Please stand up. Isaac Harris, 3 Expired Milk. Ursul Balik. Tit Orag, 86. Kitsumi Hatter. Brant Baker. And Caffeinated Top Hat. Thank you guys all for the follows. And thank you, Crash, for the gifted sub. You darling, you.
Yeah, only 10 more to go until you're slapping on some makeup, baby.
Yeah, we got to talk about that too. 10
10
more subscriptions, and if you watch Friday Night Stream, you will have seen Oh My Sophie, marketing gal for our channel, as well as generally cool person and cosplayer, will walk me through a makeup tutorial, and you will get to see us both become monstrous, hideous creatures. On stream, it has been decided that I will have dice and glitter in my beard, and most of the rest of it is still up for grabs. And
that'll be your pirate name, Glitterbeard.
Yes, that will be
That's
it.
in Sea of Thieves, actually.
Don't
There's
know
a
if-
glitter beard.
I don't know if they have enough glitter for Eric's beard, but they probably do for mine.
They should just leave it up to chat. Like, you show up for the chat that evening, you get to decide what goes in.
Are you kidding?
Beard.
They have entire animals that
dice,
live in
it
here.
could be glitter. It could be like chocolate
There will
syrup.
have to be planning that goes into it, because I do not have chocolate syrup sitting around. So things like this must be... Damn it, Rob!
There it is! I knew it was coming! I knew it was coming! I knew it was coming! Rightful stud, you stud!
Rob,
You absolute
Rob.
stud!
What I meant to say was, hooray!
That's
Thank
like a
you!
$50, I just want to see you look like this.
Dang it. Well, that is our community sub goal met, guys. I'm going to get on after the stream or during the break and message Sophie to mail me the stuff she's promised so that we can make this happen. Thank you so very much for the generosity, Rob. I will have my revenge one day.
Oh, that is
Very
fantastic.
nice.
Oh, this is gonna be good.
With that, I think you are entitled to message Sophie and add a detail to whatever is going to be happening to me. So
And let's not slip on this whole Crash Candy wants to fight somebody. This is interesting stuff here.
Yeah. One lucky winner.
Two will enter, one will leave.
2 more things to mention. First of all, we do have a follower goal as well, which is when we reach 500. We are in the 300s now. We are pretty much 2/3 of the way there. when we reach 500, I'm personally going to be in charge of a giveaway to members of our little Twitch community here. It will be everything you need to play D&D that Misty Mountain carries. It's not just going to be one set of dice. It's going to be enough for you and the group. It's going to be stuff to roll it in. It's going to be stuff to carry it around in. I'm going to set you up. So if you...
That's a serious setup right there.
It's pretty serious.
That's a serious setup right there. I just want to point that out. That's pretty awesome.
So, if you are not in Rob's position of being able to hand out 10 community subs, if you don't want to support the channel financially, there are ways you can still support us, because I know all of you have a D&D friend who doesn't know about us yet, who isn't a part of the Discord, who isn't following us on Twitch, who hasn't fallen in love with all these people that are on screen, and the best way to support this channel without bringing money into it is just to tell people about us and bring your friends in and help them join the community. If you want this community to be filled with amazing people, help us fill it with amazing people, because I bet you know some. That's pretty much it. That's everything that I had to say. We can play D&D now, guys.
Oh, wow, can we?
Yeah, if that's all right.
Oh, boy.
Oh, man.
I'm assuming
So unexpected.
we haven't been stopped in the past 27 minutes by anyone telling me that the sound is off or the music's running us out, so I'm going to assume that all of that is good.
That's pretty good.
I'm going to take a sip of my liquid courage here, and we'll get into it, eh? And I'm sorry for the late start. We may go a few minutes later than normal just to try and make it up to you. So. Oh, that is a good thing. See? I drink and I remember things. I got a shout out.
Oh, nice Walking Dead reference.
Other way.
Walking Dead reference, yes. Thank you, Crash. It was some other really popular show, I think. But
listen, I just live to make you suffer.
I thought you were taking a vacation while Erik was here. Another thing you can do,
Rob has to choke down that swallow.
Oh my god.
I want to recognize a member of our community.
All right.
Recognize a member of the community. I don't think they're in the stream yet tonight. They probably will be because they're awesome. Dabs. D_ABBS. Dabs.
Dabs?
Every time we go live, we put something every day that we're going to be on Twitch. We put something on social media, on Facebook, on Instagram, on Twitter, so that all of you know to come and hang out with us. Dabs has not missed a share. Dabs has not missed a retweet. Dabs has not missed sharing a story. And that also helps build this community. I don't know how many people are here just because of Dabs's contribution to this place. But, buddy, when you listen to this later, thank you so much.
Thank you, Dabs.
Thank you, Dad.
Thank you.
And all the rest of you, be better. Be like Dabs.
Oh my
Nah.
god. The scandal.
Okay.
Real expectations now?
Get
What's
good.
going on here?
Woo!
All right. So, when we last left Den Voltaren, on the trail of the Pixie Wing Bandit, you left Ulmaria's Grove and ascended into the Frostfang Mountains. You found a crevasse, a division, a cleft in the mighty rock, where once something split this mountain asunder. Descending into it, you were beset by lightning from a magical storm of ill intent. Managed to circumnavigate or destroy a small pack of starving wolves and make your way inside of a crumbling derelict that was once a mighty fortress. You discovered a few things, making your way through the first few rooms, that the fortress has or recently had at least 4 humanoid occupants, one significantly larger than the others, that they are not above peculiar medical and arcane experiments, things involving troll blood and effigies, and other sundry things that kind of defy explanation, but threaten the imagination. There's an old woman sweeping stray pixie dust by candlelight in a room beyond. You did a little exploring around other rooms, snuck into her pocket quite by accident, exploded out of said pocket, and had a little bit of a magical stalemate by ensorceling her. Meanwhile, Doc sneaks into another room, falls through a floor, and nearly avoids being possessed by the ghost of the now long dead spirit of the lord of this fortress, who, though he is a ghost, only saw fit to escape the room after you created a hole in his ceiling. Fleeing the imprisonment to which he was subjected, he quickly found a new host in the body of Dame, and wielded her weapons and body against Gruta, the currently harmless woman who might expose
She was a
his
thief.
secrets.
Let's not lie, Rob.
Oh, she was not a good person. Beheading her blood mingling with the dried blood of Rovahnn's long-dead enemies, and the stray magic from the pixie dust created a new threat, a golem made of blood. It was quickly defeated by a combination of the magic of the party, the martial prowess of Dame and Rovahn, and the incredible martial powers of Sean the Sheep. Which I still don't know if I can talk about that without sighing. But nevertheless, it is the case. It is factually true. And the fallout of that battle is sort of where you all remain. You haven't left the room to explore anything new, and currently, only Dame, whose consciousness is somewhat suppressed, is perfectly aware that she is possessed. I think some of the other of you have sneaking suspicions, but can't actually confirm it as yet. What you do know is that Gruta was here to serve the sisters, and now no one is alive to answer who or what they may be. And that is where we left off. So, you all stand here, blood-soaked, except for Doc, because magic. In the aftermath of the blood golem, Sean the Sheep is slightly off to the side, doing a little bit of a kata and just practicing for any more melee that might come.
Simulating his hooves, just
That's
ready
it.
for the next mutton chop.
ready for the next mutton chop.
Centering himself as best as possible. And what happens next is up to the rest of you. Remember, there are 4 exits from this room. The one to the north leads to a throne room. The one to the left leads to the crumbling room. There's a door beyond where Dame had previously seen a strange creature whittling a stone. And then the door on the eastern wall leads back where you have come to the former library and place where Doc picked up a gross effigy of himself.
Real lively bunch you have here, Dame.
Yes, I hope that you've seen that they have their uses.
Indeed. But you
That they
are the
might
one
be-
that is filled with rage.
As long as we're agreed that they can be useful and should be protected for now.
Yes.
Now.
For now.
Well, I shall endeavor then to continue to prove my worth as well as theirs.
I like it. A good plan.
While this little mental conversation that we can't hear is going on, Luka's gonna pick up Phoebe, who at some point in all this blood has taken it and just kind of gone like, and done like the kiss thing on her eyes.
God.
But he's gonna pick her up and just be like, Phoebe, darling, can you keep a close eye on Dame? If you see her doing anything weird, just come tug on my sleeve. It'll be okay. Like basically just ordering her, like, keep an eye keep an eye on Mama. Like,
Well, is everyone fine for now? No medical attention, no missing digits.
oh, I did forget to tell you, and he like does like the very obviously fake, like lifts up a hand with like one finger bent down. He's like, "No, I'm okay. I'm okay. I just got smacked." By the way, the room over there is the one that had the weird like hell gate. So we're aware.
I lost 3 of them. I don't understand what happened.
It was Dame. No.
Well,
Such a child.
no, that's I've had worse. I think I'll be all right. Doctor, you seem to have disappeared for a moment. Are you quite well?
I am fine at the moment. I simply stepped into the other room and decided to descend down and check out the crypt. And Luka escorted me out. Simple as that.
Anything useful?
Well, there was that spectre that we are apparently not worried about in the slightest. Also some sepulchres and a tomb of some sort down there. I believe it was to the Blood King.
Very good.
But, Luka, you said that you saw the spectre fly out.
Yeah, he flew right out and just Dame was trapped underneath the door. And it was gone. He was just gone. So I don't know where
Well,
he went.
it is possible that perhaps it was just an illusion. Presented by whoever is currently running this keep. So,
Yeah, but
I don't think that is of much issue.
I'm
However,
not sure about that though, because Laura, who's Gruta, didn't like the name, so I renamed her Laura. Long story
by me.
short. Anyway,
Corpse is a corpse.
Gruta is a pretty bad name, to be fair.
Yeah, she said she didn't like it, so I gave her a new name that was prettier. Anyway,
Rest
she
in
got
peace.
really, really scared and was muttering something like ghost while looking like this was after the ghost had left. And then Dame killed her, so I didn't get to hear anything else. He kind of turns and like pointedly gives Dame a look like, I'm still mad about that.
Like, well, I certainly agree that, well, I would much prefer illusions or ghosts to the targeted lightning that we experienced outside, or the golems that seem to rise out of fountains, so I'd say things are improved somewhat.
again, for all we know, these
Now,
spectres are simply illusions used to guard the castle.
that is what Dame thinks. What does Dame say?
right,
James,
'cause
no. We have come to an agreement.
Okay, y'all are
Dame
y'all are
can
more
run-
simpatico now. Okay.
Yeah, no. Dame can absolutely run themselves.
So
it's only if she tries to jump out of line, then I'll
A
grab
bit
her
more
in.
Tom
Roger.
Hardy's
The
than
Okay.
way that I'm doing it in my head is I stop when you tell me to stop, and cede control when you tell me I cede control.
We are all good.
All right, so something about a portal to hell that way, and there's some strange creature down some stairs that way, and then
Is it
that
violent?
way, and then that way is a throne room, which I haven't had a chance to really look at yet.
Well, I am not in any executive position, so what say all of you?
Why don't we go, if we want to hit all the rooms, why don't we go from least dangerous to most dangerous? Because I have a feeling that the Hellgate probably the most dangerous. So maybe we could check the throne room first, and then decide if we want to go deal with the other monster. I just went a tiny bit French thanks to you, Jane. I hope you're happy.
It's okay. People sometimes kind of imitate the accents of their parents.
You're not my son.
I'll do a quick little investigation check, kind of around the entrance of the throne room.
Okay.
It must be the border of France.
I will mention the cat butt that is barely on screen there, which is great.
Ooh, cat butt.
Oh, KJ's cat.
Yeah.
Cat
You freaking say
Are we
it.
gonna get to see the rusty sheriff's badge?
Squeakers, come here.
Dang it! That was.
baby.
I have a +7 to investigation, but the whole roll is only a 9.
Oof.
Aw.
Well, you come up to the entrance of the throne room, and all of you having dark vision. You can see a little ways in that there is stairwell leading up to a dais where the throne is set. You notice just a single throne, so, single life. But you see nothing trapped, nothing dangerous, other than the immense 2 stone doors, one of which Dame was under not that long ago.
I don't think there's anything in here but a really large chair. Be sitting in the chair. He's sitting in the throne.
I will approach the chair. Is there anything interesting about it?
Other than the fact that you've seen, very little in terms of furniture in this place, right? Other than the tables and the stools in the other room, this fortress doesn't seem to be furnished. The fact that it is still here and very much in place seems peculiar and significant, but it has not survived the ravages of time. It looks old, it looks weathered, it looks like it has seen better days, and whereas it may have had padding at one point, there's definitely none now. It is wrought mostly of metal, with more like wooden accents rather than the other way around. However, with your superior dark vision, you only have to come to the front of the room to be able to see far enough in that there is presumably a room, that's what doors lead to, a door to the right and left of the throne at the corners of the room.
Just a fun little side note too, because Sean is still summoned. The hour is not up yet. If you guys, we're in the back of the group. If you guys turn around in the dark room, you're gonna see 2 pairs of glowing eyes. And one of them is Sean, and the other one is Druna with deer eyes, essentially, because she's a druid. So just don't be alarmed.
Like in the headlights.
For anyone just joining us who may be confused, Sean is a summoned karate sheep.
Yep.
Because I didn't say no, so
got
it's
the
true
killing
now.
blow last game.
Anyway, yes. Carry on.
Sean of the sheep.
Luka, Druna. There are 2 rooms on either side here.
Do you want to split up? Is that what you're asking?
Basically, yes.
Okay.
Would you like to go as Luka or myself?
I never thought that we get to this part of the divorce, but
Druna, I am imploring you to stop saying that.
It's okay, Druna.
This is really triggering for me, Dad. I'm gonna go with brother.
Come on, little sis.
Druna, before you go,
the evil plan has worked.
He'll bend down just a bit and kind of take your shoulder and go,
lean up a bit.
my sanity, you do know that is, as much as I loosely enjoy your company, you do know I am not your biological father.
And Druna will just okay, Dad. And then walk off.
He's just gonna sit there for a moment, like.
You hear from behind your shoulder, to make it even worse, you hear from, behind you, just families aren't always biological, father. And he just, walks up and falls.
narrowly avoiding this conversation by being a little introspective at the moment. Dame is going to have an inward conversation and say, look, I don't know how long you've been down there in that room, but...
It's been some time.
Okay. But this was your keep at some point. I mean, I'm sorry, that it still is. It's just merely been repossessed.
Thank you for correcting yourself.
Yes. I've been there before. My apologies. You know your way around here, don't you?
Somewhat, although it has been changed. I'm telling you, it's the hags. They must go.
Agreed. Yes. Do you know whereabouts they... What do hags do? Do they roost?
Sorry. It is
Girls'
a DM
night,
question.
roosting.
DM, you had mentioned before that they have changed things, and I'm frustrated by that. Would I have any idea where they're actually quote unquote roosting?
So, little bit of meta knowledge for the chat, more so than for the players, who are very good at keeping out of character things out of character. In all fairness, the amount of time that you were allowed to be free after the arrival of the Wither Sisters was fairly brief, but you did manage to pick up on a few things. And the time that you were allowed to roam free through your hold before the Wither Sisters arrived also included some changes. So I will go ahead and tell you all the things that you should know. You know that there is a chapel on what now is the lower floor, what used to be the first floor of your keep. It was a holy place that the hags delighted in sullying, and that is where they are roosting, as it were. It is in the farthest back corner on the right-hand side, though I will make you aware as you travel when you are nearing it, or if you are heading in its direction.
Okay.
It is not actually altogether far from where you would normally have exited the room that you were being held in, but you, of course, chose a different route. You also know that the two rooms next to the throne room that you are currently in are your private bedchamber, which has a secret room attached where you used to keep all your favorite stuff. However...
all the magazines and stuff, right?
Oh, yeah.
I get it.
Yeah.
I get it.
Corvin Dane did take the most valuable and most prized artifacts from this treasury after your death and secreted them away in vaults of his own design, which are through the other door from the throne room. You could once pass through the walls and visit these relics of yours, but now no longer. And now you will have to face whatever enchantments Corvin put on those doors if you wish to have your cool stuff back. You also know that the hags have a special fascination with the tower, which can be accessed from either floor. The access to from this floor is a large set of double doors in the library, which you haven't been to, but they've come through already. And there is another entrance from the lowest floor, next to the chapel.
Okay. And from chapel.
All that's...
So I'm going to impart much of this, I guess, for the sake of keeping us moving along. I'll let Steven know everything Dame know what's happening and what I think we could do. If you think you could benefit from things in the back rooms, I might be willing to let you take some items now.
Well, any advantage it can afford us can literally only help.
And of course, that would be the DM knowing if there's anything in there that they can benefit from.
So
that might have changed. No, who knows?
The artifacts that Corvin considered the most prized on your behalf were your shield, which, frankly, you rarely used because it wasn't your style. But you had a personal shield.
I have a shield myself. I'm always aggressor.
Yeah. Your spear, your crown, and your raiment, your armor.
Okay.
At that recommendation and permission being granted, Dame will also go in to investigate the throne room and just kind of mosey around the corner, where that entrance is, so as not to just go directly to the mechanism and pop it open.
So you wanting to go to the secret compartment in the bedchamber, which is through a door, or you want to go through the other door towards the vaults that Corvin Dane built?
Whichever one he pointing to.
Vaults are to the right.
Okay.
But they may be trapped. Be careful.
Okay, vaults it is.
Okay.
Corvin Dane. I wish you could dig him up and we could slaughter him together.
In life, he wasn't so bad. In death, man, did he screw you over. I love, by the way, that you had a 50-50 shot of knowing which direction the things were and called it on the money. Yes, through the doors to the right are Corvin Dane's vaults.
I will, in a slightly calculated risk, I will cede control so that, the man who has disarmed these traps before will now be disarming these traps.
Sadly, they were
put in
constructed
before
after
I
his
was
death.
dead. They were put in after my death.
Oh, okay.
Oh no.
Sadly, you're the one that knows how to work this body better than I do.
Okay.
So, without discussing with the rest of the group and just casually doing so without any real sense of having inside information, Dame begins making her way to the door on the right, and opens it with no negative consequence. And ahead of you is like a crossroad of hallways, where there is a door almost immediately on your left, and a door at the end of the hall on your right, and then another hallway intersecting it. The door... Let's go ahead.
I look back to the rest of the group to call back something and start a little bit at the sheep and deer eyes looking back at me. Say, look, I'd really rather not have anything sneak up behind us as we're exploring. If this door's open, let's just go ahead and check things out. I say as I go to open the door, talking about the door that fell on me, of course. If that door's already open, let's have a look around.
Okay, that door is already open.
Right.
So, you notice the door immediately to your left, once you have entered this door into the hallways, is a plaque, a little bronze plaque next to the door, bolted into the wall. And on the placard reads the following: "You may take me into your hands, but not touch me. I can be upheld or laid down, but none is above me. To circumvent me is to break me. Some revere me, some fear me, most know me." And while I just broke the stream real quick, I'm quickly putting that in y'all's chat, and I will find a better way to do that in a minute.
I was going to say, I cannot remember it.
Oh, hell yeah. Insider scoop.
That was so amazing when I saw Fonzie. Like, I can dig it.
Yeah, just right in the Luka character frame.
Oh, right in the Luka.
Broken the stream.
Where he belongs.
Ladies and gentlemen, we will destroy Twitch single-handedly.
I do that just fine on my
200
own.
subs and we'll destroy Twitch.
Damn, anyway. You guys have the text.
Burn it all down.
Oh, you have to do riddle in a stream.
Sorry.
Before going into the other room and before Damon even got there, Luka had been standing there going like, eeny, meeny, miny, mo, like counting between the doors. Before going in, he's going to lean over to Druna and be like, "You want to go into the other door? I know they just said to stay together, but like, you want to go over there?
Yeah.
Let's go."
Yeah, I do.
All right. As y'all watch Dame disappearing into another room, you guys head the opposite direction. and you find yourself in a large and spacious, empty room. You can see just... You can imagine it as being spacious and luxurious and very comfortable if it were furnished. However, there's nothing in here to reveal what this chamber might once have been. At first glance, it looks exceptionally uninteresting.
Did we all go into this room? I mean,
That is
besides
up to
Dave,
you.
me and 2 kids.
I was about to say the girls, but Tyler and KJ piloted their characters into there. Nothing has been said about what Doc has done.
So
Okay.
yeah, so Dame.
I'm
is
going
off
into the
in a
opposite
different-
room.
I was gonna say, yeah, Dame is off in the one room, and we just went to the other room.
Yeah.
So we're in the bedroom.
All
Brown
right, so
chicken, brown cow.
you can't leave these teenage drow
That's right.
unsupervised.
Unsupervised.
God.
They're going to get themselves in trouble.
That's right.
Won't be the first time. But
Coming from the one who's possessed.
So, Doc, you become acquainted very quickly with all the things I just described to Dame.
Okay.
The 2 intersecting hallways, the door immediately on your left, the door farther down the hall to the right, and the bronze plaque next to the door.
I think I've got it. It's like, I don't know.
Got what?
Have you noticed this trend of putting riddles in dungeons? I mean, what part of interior design philosophy does this incorporate?
I mean, I personally wouldn't know. I'm not much of a dungeoneer.
Well,
I mean, this is the first time I'm seeing one indoors.
Whenever I create a dungeon, if that ever happens someday, there would be none of this.
Why would you need one?
Oh,
Lord
every
Exton has one.
Spoken like someone who's never ruled.
every den should have one. Like, even if
Doc,
it's a keep, something not actually altogether unlike this. With the exception of these riddles, of course, and probably the blood fountain. I think that's a little much.
Throw a perception check for me real quick, Doc.
Yes.
With your superior eyesight.
And do perception.
No offense, Rovahn. Rovahn.
Ooh, and guidance, because I forgot that I can do that all the time.
Yes, and don't forget, people who are watching in the chat, you're accruing channel points. Those can be spent to either help me
Cocked.
or the
Don't help
players, I
him.
guess.
Don't help him.
Hey, that's a natural 20.
Whoa!
But
All right.
with the modifier and guidance, that is. Can I get a 27 in the house, please?
Ooh.
Hey.
Also, it was a 20 on my fabled mark, so I got to see the pretty stuff.
Ah, very nice. Yeah, absolutely. You see that there is not only is there a plaque on next to the door that Dame is standing in front of, there's also some kind of a mural at the intersection of the hall. Even with that high of a roll, you just don't have an angle on being able to read all of the words from this distance. And I'm very sorry I can't give you more for a 27, but there's just very little in this hallway. I will owe you other cool things next time you make a perception check.
Okay.
But yeah, there's something up ahead that also has words on it. But Dame was continuing.
I believe the answer is life.
Life.
Yes, you can take it into your hands, but you can't touch it. It can be laid down. Some of the other things I'm not quite as certain of, but it's definitely something along those lines.
So that's a bad. I've never been a puzzle person. But I feel like Luka would be good at these things. But
Yeah.
perhaps you could give it a shot. I don't see a switch or anywhere.
Perhaps honor of
Zane
some
was
sort.
the
I'm not
worst.
sure.
He put all these stupid things in here after I died.
Yes, and the blood fountain.
Well, okay. Credit where it's due.
Listen.
Of course, I had to have that around.
Luka has been awarded guidance by Grimforge, by the by.
Thank you.
As the two of you are being discussed, what are you doing in the empty room?
Kids.
You're doing kids?
No.
What?
No.
What just happened?
I mean, what
Did
are
I-
the kids doing?
Yes. Sorry.
Okay. Upon getting in there, Luka
I
kind of
got
leaned
it
over
now.
to Druna and was like, Sean's really good at karate. Is Sean really good at, like, finding things? Because this looks really boring in here.
Yeah, so Sean's got this thing called bleeding location. Instead of like echolocation, he just bleats, and then like he can kind of it
Oh, I
bounces
thought you
off
meant
of.
bleeding.
No,
as
yeah,
in,
no,
like,
that's
Yeah, yeah.
Rovahn has bleeding.
like
location.
sharks smelling blood in the water.
Druna, you just need to keep Sean around at all times. You know, Sean's just so good at everything.
He's really great. He was my imaginary friend, and now he's a sheep. He's good.
Oh, and I forgot to mention before we came into this room.
It comes
that
full circle.
Phoebe-
This is how Druna knew how to speak sheep in the first
because of
session.
Sean.
Because
But
of
Sean has a
Sean!
different accent.
Oh
Okay.
my god.
Um,
The lore.
Before we left to come in this room, Luka sent Phoebe off after Doc and Dame. Just keep an eye.
So I guess we're in the
Doc, you turn
room
around
now.
and Phoebe's standing there in the doorway, just.
What exactly are we looking for again?
I don't really know if there's even anything in here, but there might be something fun in here. I think we should look around anyway, even though it looks like there's nothing in here, because, like, what if we find something really, really cool, and then we can show Mom and Dad it, and they can be, like, proud of us because we found something really, really cool.
Do you think that they'll call off the divorce if we do that?
Maybe if we find a ring, and Dad can put a ring on it.
Oh my gosh.
Dad already has a ring that nobody's talking about.
Sucks to be given the wealth
right.
of knowledge, doesn't it, Rob?
why don't the two of you and perhaps Sean make a
Yep.
perception check?
Um,
That's a cool bracelet, Eric.
Oh, thanks.
Also, I think
Yeah,
this is just
it's,
turning into like the Parent Trap.
Yeah. That's so cool. You have
The
cool
armband
stuff, bro.
Wait, is that like?
Oh.
Wait, is that snakes?
No, it's the like dragon armband or the
Oh,
wolves, I should say.
sick.
Sorry. Wait,
Ew.
hold on.
Right.
Will it focus?
Love it.
Yeah, there it is.
Yeah.
There it is.
Sick.
That's really cool.
Hell yeah.
Love that.
So I did 2 rolls, right? One for Druna, one
Mhm.
for Sean. Just for shits and giggles. One of them was a 9 and the other one was a natty 20. So I'm gonna
Ooh.
go Sean.
Yeah.
the natty-
Of course
I
you
need to-
are.
Sean gets 20.
So, it's good that Sean got so good because I got another 9 because my dice roll a 2 again.
Attaboy.
So,
Perfect balance is all things should
The
be.
two of you
The
are
two
going
kids in
around
this
this
room.
room and looking for anything interesting. Druna spies this like patch of like there's kind of moss and crap growing all over this place, and she finds this patch of yellow moss and calls Luka over to have a look at it. And you guys are like,
that's actually chest hair.
My God.
Meanwhile,
Doing like the thing of like
Just
picking it up
chest hair
with
on the
a pencil,
floor?
just like looking through it. And it's
it
kinda
used
like
to
that
be a
beautiful
bedroom.
mind
Come
moment.
on. Hey, chest hair, all body hair gets everywhere. Okay, just never mind.
No, I got
Um,
patch of chest hair. It's disgusting.
Hey, I don't know. Chat,
Meanwhile,
maybe I'm just a little crazy. Do people shave in the middle of their bedrooms?
you don't have to shave. It
Like,
comes
I'm
out
just
just
really
like
curious.
in the middle
Maybe
of.
it's just me.
Everyone
Maybe it's me.
Everyone has their own habits, Jane.
Listen,
Jane,
I'm just being
do you
a
have
little
something-
gaslit here by
Jane, do
people
you have
saying
something to
it's
tell
normal.
us? Do you have something to tell us?
Yes, I don't shave in the middle of my
Okay,
room. I
okay.
guess that makes me weird.
It's not that makes you weird.
But it's between me and my chest hair, damn it.
Yeah, okay.
Oh my god.
You can't
So-
have chest hair with that David Hasselhoff that you sent me.
Existential drow crisis.
While Druna and Luka are focused on this yellow moss, Sean simply goes over to the western wall, looks up and down, finds a pressure point, sets himself up for the Bruce Lee 1-inch punch, and smacks the appropriate brick, and the wall slides away almost beneath the notice of the two drow until a quick bleat, and you look over, and Sean is standing, hooves crossed, leaned up against a secret entrance.
Hello, sir.
Stand by what I said.
Shove the pebbles off you
around
got.
all the time.
No need to thank me.
Thank you
Did she
anyway.
say
Chef.
Sancta?
Yeah.
Um,
Shank me.
Beyond...
For no reason to shank me.
Please don't shank me. Lamb
We
shanks,
need to,
let's
we need
off
to
the
tape a
table.
knife to his hoof. We need to tape a knife to his hoof so he can like.
Oh yeah, like a Doomba.
Grimforge, I feel that. I feel that. Beyond, as the door opens, two sconces light themselves within, lighting the area beyond. And you see an armory. Every conceivable weapon is held beyond. In its own particular place on the wall or leaned up against a corner. There are elements of armor, though they are not nearly so organized. They're kind of scattered across the floor. There's also what looks like maybe a quilt or a rug of some kind in almost a circular shape laid across the middle of the room. If there is a weapon in D&D marked under the equipment, it is in here somewhere.
Okay.
Let me have a quick... let's not call it perception this time. Just because this question is coming, why doesn't you two throw me an Arcana check real quick?
Arcana.
Does Sean need an Arcana?
My Arcana's good.
Sean can roll his intelligence. Yes.
Intelligence for keep?
I don't know if I
Yes.
trust the dice I've been using because it's not been doing great. Let's try the
Wait, if I'm rolling...
paintings.
What
Yeah, so
earrings
together
are you
they fail.
doing now? Are those your... Did you finally
The
finish them?
swords!
They're swords. Let me pop them off for chat. Yeah, they're little swords
My
that I made.
God, they're so
Very
sick.
nice.
That's
Getting
awesome.
kind of like mini Moonlight Greatsword vibes from them,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
from like Dark Souls 2.
I'm
digging
gonna
it.
have to
Or
Or
commission
Dark
Every
Souls
every
1, or
dope
Dark
ass
Souls
swords.
3, or Bloodborne, or Elden
yeah,
Ring.
the Bloodborne DLC or
Well, Elden Ring, it looks different. It's not green. So
I haven't seen the Elden Ring version of it yet. I need to find it.
So what do we get?
Anyway,
Numbers.
I got a total of 18. 'cause I have
18?
a +7 to Arcana.
Nice.
That'd be real sad if a wizard had like nothing in Arcana.
Mm. How'd Sean and Druna do?
That would be
Sean
pretty
got an
rough.
11 and Druna got a 12.
Okay.
11.
Good news is you brought someone who's actually theoretically good at this stuff. You just at a glance, Luka, you recognize that the most useful joke incoming item in the room is that rug.
Una, that rug. I'm not trying to be like making a Burt Reynolds joke or anything, but like that rug looks really special.
Do you want to go, like, touch it?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, I'll watch.
Throws himself on the ground and starts like
Okay.
touching all over it.
You realize between the
Giant
two of
merkin.
you quite quickly that this rug is not actually a rug, it's just being used as one. If worn properly, it is actually a robe of some kind. And it is this quilted patchwork of patches, all of which feature various sundry mundane items, like a dagger, or a mirror, or a stick, or a sack, or a rope. And
Is it like,
As a player, I think I know what this
You
is.
know what? As Luka, you probably know what this is. This is just an uncommon item, and you're trained in the ways of magic, and you rolled an 18 a second ago. This is a robe of useful items. You peel off a patch, and you get the thing that the patch represents.
Immediately, the first thought that goes through his mind is just like, oh, if it came in a smaller size, I could put it on Phoebe.
So, the robe has the following things on it, and I'm making a note of this. One of you can make a note of this as well. It has the standard things. It has a 10-foot pole. It has a lantern. It has a mirror. It has a dagger. It has a rope. It has a sack. It also has a small patch with 4 little beakers on it that resemble potions of healing.
You said there were 4?
Uh-huh.
Okay, I'm trying to write real fast.
There's also a patch for a rowboat.
Ooh.
There's
Where
a
are we
patch for a
rowboating?
ladder. There are 2 patches with windows. And 1 with a sack brimming with gold.
How do you like that I didn't put an N in the word windows because I was trying to write so fast? So there's 2 widows.
You peel that off and 2 bereft widows will appear next to you.
We could use these to fight the hags.
Can we do something absolutely stupid, Luka?
Why would you ask that now? We've been playing this game for so many sessions. Why would you ask permission now, Kay?
Tell me, dear
Oh,
sister.
you know.
Tell me what chaos you have in store. Like,
Can we just like start being really childish and peeling stuff off of the thing? Peeling.
how about, because some of these things might actually be really useful to hold on to. So how about we pull out the things that maybe we don't need? I mean, do we need a rowboat? Like, we're in a mountain. Unless we want to like really like just crazy slide down the snow when we get out of here. But I don't really know if we need a rowboat. We could pull out a window. Druna, what if we pull out a window and go find Mom and Dad and then be like, look at this awesome thing that we found. It takes you to the Feywild. Like, it's crazy, man.
Whoa. The crossover with the Wednesday night game is happening. Is that right?
Yeah. You move to the parents, yeah.
Thank you, by the way, Fabled42 for the follow about half an hour ago, and Harbinger Viking for the resub. Thank you guys so much. Oh, and for the 5 gifted subs. Hot damn. Wow.
Wow!
Fargrim the Barbarian. Wow, we got people coming in all of a sudden.
Oh boy, we're getting
Shit.
closer to 150.
We really are.
It's great. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Harvard. That's very generous of you.
I'm sad. You said the darkening the mood off.
Aw, man.
And hey, Maddie, welcome. Glad you're here. Let's flip from the kids to the adults for a moment. You guys are still in the hallway. You were there with the plaque. There's an inscription farther down. You remember where you are.
Nope. Think I've got it. It's you may take me into your hands, but not touch me. Can be upheld or laid down. No one is above me. Circumvent me is to break me. Some revere me. Some fear me. Most know me. It's the law.
As soon as you say law, you hear a and the door in front of you becomes slightly ajar. Oh, we can't hear you, Erik.
Corvin Dane, so classically him.
Oh, was he?
Good job.
Oh, what was his deal? It might help decipher more of these in the future should they come up.
I'll
He
answer
was
that.
a good person. Okay, good.
Corvin was perhaps your biggest fan in life. He was not capable himself of bringing about the order and the organization and the civilization that you brought to the barbaric countryside that you conquered. But it was him that had many of the ideas as far as engineering and civil discourse and organizing your court in ways that made it simpler and easier to run. He was also your court wizard. He was your vizier. He had your ear at times and often gave you sound advice as to how to keep things going. After your death, he was your greatest admirer, and he tried to run things in your stead as you would, however, found himself laughably incapable of commanding the respect that you did. And it was under his watch that your empire fell into decline. Which
means he was a failure.
Yes, well-intentioned failure. You watched him, however, begin to set these rooms up, and you know, because you have seen it, the inscription that is on the floor farther down the hallway. It reads, "Only the wise may enter, and those acquainted with his virtues may wield the might of the Bloodlord." So he, under Corvin Dane's estimation, upholding and creating the law was one of your finer features. Thanks, Maddie. I got Sonic down here, too.
Very good, then. Seems like noble goals, if not flawless execution.
A good servant until he couldn't keep control. That's the problem. You have to know how to control people.
I cast a sideward glance at Doc.
I'm going to be walking down and looking at that mural that you said was down there.
All right.
I follow.
You go down to that place, and you see where it says, "Only the wise may enter, and those acquainted with his virtues may wield the might of the Bloodlord," and it is attributed below to Corvin Dane. Name, I believe, which Dane was not familiar with, but you noted at the bottom of a note that was found in Gruta's room. And you remember that note mentioning basically the answer to the riddle, how Rovahn was renowned for his interpretation and creation of the law. And wonder to yourself, as an intelligent person who knows that Rob created this dungeon, knowing that some of his players may not like riddles, that if the answer to the riddle is not immediately obvious, that perhaps other pages of Corvin's journal may exist somewhere nearby. Or you can do what Steve did and just boss the riddle, which I have not done this the rest of the campaign. Steven, Dame can have inspiration from me for solving the riddle, because I want you guys to solve these things, and you can get a reward if you do.
I don't really hate riddles. I was just like, oh god, if we don't figure this out, we're going to be here the whole stream.
No, yeah, I genuinely love riddles. I just knew this guy would probably hate
I was afraid that a failure to solve the riddle would create bad entertainment.
I'm very entertained.
You not entertained.
I know Luka does, Maddie, and I do.
I have a guidance.
Do not.
And just to remind, that door got unlocked. Does anyone want to go through it before you walk off down the hallway?
Yeah, I would. Yeah.
Okay. And by the way, as Doc is at the middle of the hallway, you notice that the intersection leads to 2 more doors with 2 more plaques, and the door at the end of the hall has another plaque. 4 doors, 4 plaques, 4 riddles, 4 prizes.
Okay.
But you, Dame, you get guidance from Maddie.
Oh,
and you push open the door, and within is only one thing. And it is a statue of the man inside you. And Rovahn is standing in all of his stately glory. He is holding within him a closed book and a clenched fist, and pointing down, actually directly at you coming through the door, with the sternest of visages on his face. And atop his head is a crown. a jagged, twisted metal thing that draws the eye and demands the respect of any who wear it. The crown is obviously not part of the stone statue. You see blood-red rubies placed at symmetrical intervals along the front of it.
Doc, let me know what you find. I'll be right there. I start to approach.
I'm gonna go leave and head towards Luka and Druna's room.
Cool.
While you do that, you just hear like a really loud thud noise and then two children laughing.
Yeah, there's like a funk, and then you just hear like a like coming from in there.
Let me know when you walk in the room. I'll paint the scene for you.
Excellent.
Can do.
Everyone who doesn't have inspiration, including Rovahn, now have guidance. Everyone has guidance.
Nice.
Boy.
Awesome.
That's a group effort by Maddie and Bliss. Thank you, guys.
Aw.
Thank you.
And I'm sorry. Go continue, you guys.
I will ask
Killed it again.
Rovahn, you seemed a lot happier when you were dead than when you were a statue.
What?
Maybe happier is the wrong word. This just seems so dour and condescending. You were at least a touch welcoming and gracious.
Of course. I haven't seen people in so long. Corvin Dane decided to tribute me, but wasn't the man I had hoped.
He seems to have remembered very specific aspects of your person.
Of course. He was with me all the time.
Did you... I assume that you did not put this crown atop the statue. Do you think it's all right to just relieve it of that? Is this one of your treasures? I don't want to just start rifling through your
Of course, my
things.
crown is a treasure of mine. But
Is it?
as I
suppose what I'm
can't
asking-
actually use it or wear it at this point, I suppose I don't mind.
Well, I'm not just here to outright loot your keep, at least not while you're, still helming my ship, as it were. But
it's the hags. That's what we need to focus on.
Correct. Would this help?
Which one would help? Sorry, taking the crown?
Yes. Rovahn, you know that much of your personal effects, especially the ones that Corvin saw fit to put behind magical lock and key, were not magical when they were made, but by virtue of the qualifications and actions of the wearer, that they became magical over the course of your rule.
They were proximate to greatness, after all, resting upon its brow.
Yeah, you see things in the Dungeon Master's Guide, like the Sword of Kas. The Sword of Kas was once just a sword until Kas got a hold of it. The Crown of Rovahn was once a crown until Rovahn got a hold of it.
So, seize the power, but remember our bargain.
Yes, I will remember whose it is as well. And I will help myself to the crown.
Okay, you kind of climb the statue a little bit. It's a life-size statue of Rovahn, which is still taller than Dane. But you slip it off over the brow, and you now hold, until you tell me that you are doing otherwise with it, the jagged crown of Rovahn. Okay, you fix it to your head. It is what we will, I forget how it is referred to in the Dungeon Master's Guide. I think it is classified as an eager item, or something fairly similar. It instantly attunes, but it does attune to you.
Okay.
While wearing the crown, any time that you make a check involving your intelligence, your wisdom, or your charisma, or a saving throw for the same, you may add a d4 to your roll.
Okay.
Dang.
1d4 to all. Say it again. There were a lot of things.
Any mental check or saving throw.
Nice.
It's a good crown. It is arguably the best of Rovahnn's items, but we'll see how useful it is. Just from a sheer game mechanic standpoint, this is the cream of the crop.
Oh yeah!
I will intend to I guess kind of keep looting as much as he'll let me before he becomes impatient or before my party requires my return. So I'll try to go and solve another riddle.
Okay. Doc is heading. Oh, sorry, Luka.
I was just gonna say, I don't know if I need to roll a stealth check for her, but Phoebe's been hanging around because I told her to keep an eye on Dame. So Phoebe's kind of probably standing in the story, just scratching her head, the fuck is he doing? What the fuck is she doing?
Phoebe is absolutely aware of all of this. Unless you roll a stealth check, Dame is also aware that Phoebe is there. Do you want Dame to not be aware that Phoebe is there? He said, rhyming.
Dame can know Phoebe's there.
Then Phoebe is there.
At one point, she probably
Phoebe.
even walked up and tugged on Dame's skirts and was looking up like a lost child, carry me,
I haven't had attention in 2 minutes.
Carry me, yeah.
I'm feeling nauseous.
While we do, Doc walks in to see what, KJ?
Yup.
Back off what we pulled out.
So,
Oh boy.
so you hear that loud thud and then giggling. So Doc will walk in and see Druna and Luka wearing Viking helmets and armor, and Druna's sitting in the boat, and Luka's holding a sword, role playing while role playing.
A whole boat?
Yeah,
Inception.
he's doing the Captain Morgan stand on the end of this tiny rowboat with the sword.
Oh my god.
D&D Inception.
While wearing the whole robe. Just...
And then I attack the Bloodlord.
And Druna's
He's
and I roll out of the way. Who's that?
Not today, Asmodeus. Not today. No.
I love this scene.
There's no way for me to verbally get across the feeling other than that picture of Ben Affleck with the cigarette. Just kind of going
Oh no, when you walk in, they drop the swords so you can hear metal clanging, and they're two kids getting caught.
Instead of dropping it, Luka's immediately shoving the sword into the side of the cloak, just I don't have that. I guess.
Druna, just take a d20 in your hand and roll it for me, please.
Oh no.
God.
This always oh.
Roll it. Hold on. I have 15. Wait.
Ooh.
Well, yeah, I don't have any. Yeah, I think.
Okay. Carry on.
Oh no.
Druna is immune to your witchcraft. Well, I would ask if you all found anything, but you apparently found more than we did.
This is the boat room. I don't know what you are wondering about. It's where the Lord of this castle kept all of his magnificent boat.
This boat was here when we walked into the room.
And you cannot prove otherwise.
How?
We've got Sean. We've got Sean in the boat between us.
Oh.
In the rowboat between us, and Luka's just Sean found it. See, we found a little pile of moss or chest hair. We're not sure. And then we looked over, and Sean was there, and this door was open. And oh, this cloak, this thing I'm wearing here. This is where the boat came from. He is waving around the little patch. And
Luka, you didn't even know who that was, let alone what it could do, and you just put it on?
I think it's a pretty good guess that it belonged to the Bloodlord, considering where it came from a throne.
We also fought a blood golem that came out of a centerpiece fountain.
Well, if the blood golem was the Bloodlord, then he's dead now, so he's fine. Finders keepers, losers weepers. It's just the same.
You put up It's most sound logic. I can't even argue with that. But at least you two are safe and have apparently found something. Honestly, I can't make jokes. Quite useful. So, good job.
Can't make jokes. Proceeds to make joke.
There's a lot of really good things in here. Dad, do you want like a sword? And he pulls the sword back out of the
You are
robe.
a grown man. You are not going to call me dad.
But your dad.
We'll talk about it later. Don't worry about it for now. Anyway, you want
Guys, I
this
work in
sword, or
progress.
like look at all of the other weapons in here. Like, is there anything that you feel like stab at people with?
I'm not a martial person, otherwise I would probably say yes, but Dame might. If she's going to have a bloodlust, we might as well give her the tools for the trade.
Oh, speaking of bloodlust, and you watch him like pluck like the tiniest dagger he can find off the wall. He's like, Phoebe needs this. He really does. He's gonna like put it in a pouch.
He
for
may
the monkey.
have it. By all means.
All right,
But-
Druna, come along, pick up the rowboat. I guess we're leaving. It's just like the two of them walking. with the
Clenched on the rowboat out of the room.
Doc's not helping. He's just walking ahead of you two. He's just kind of like,
Dame's gonna come out to like Druna mostly carrying this thing, followed by like this very weak wizard, just go like as he's like trying to get it.
Are you
well, it's
struggling?
one canoe. Is there a single bicep between two of you?
Sean,
Probably
so
more
Sean
on Druna.
wants
Oh, that got
The
me.
economy's in shambles.
the economy.
Typhonia Starheart, thank you for the follow, in spite of all this.
Yeah, in spite.
Sean is gonna
Um,
keep a helmet with horns on it. Since he doesn't have his own horns, now he gets to keep a helmet with ram horns on it.
By the way, Dame happened to find the solution to a riddle that was in here. So there may be other puzzles that are in need of solving. Luka, how proficient are you with word games?
I mean, I do our Lord's every Sunday crossword. You know, I forgot what our Lord's name was. It's with an E.
Exton.
Exton. Okay.
I think it
Carlton
makes more sense that Luka just forgot.
Thank
though.
you.
Yeah.
Sprinkle,
Like, that just
you are
seems
my
canon.
favorite. Thank you. I'm going to need that for the therapy later.
Exton's name is very far back in my notes. Okay, on like page 1.
No, it's fine. It's fine. I don't care anymore. I've got 3 Dungeon Master's accomplices banked. So I'm going to quickly make a ruling while just Dame and Rovahn are alone. Rovahn, you have had the chance before to see all of these plaques. You saw them being installed. You saw Corvindane, although you didn't understand the nature of the enchantment or if there is necessarily anything bad for interacting with them improperly. You know the text from all of the plaques, and I have placed them in the Discord chat in a way that doesn't break the stream. Problem solving.
We'll just read them when we solve them.
Yes. So if any of you are not involved in a scene and wish to be, puzzling, you can be. Man, should I put them in the chat? I wonder if the chat can solve these before you can.
I've got one of them.
I'm sure you do. I think you have seen some of these before.
Nope.
Potentially, no?
These are all new.
Okay.
I've given riddles in games before. That doesn't mean I'm good at them.
You know what? If anyone is following me personally on Twitter, I will be posting these, and I'll see if you can get them before they can. It's, what am I on Twitter? Fuck. The D&D wannabe. Yeah,
D&D
obviously.
wannabe.
The thing.
Is
The
it
thing
on
on
the link tree?
the thing on the screen right here is Twitter. Well,
There you go. There you go.
Anyway, Dame and Rovahn, as the chaos is happening, half a keep away. What are you up to?
Rovahn, what are we up to?
I'm sorry, I'm so busy reading these things now. I'm like,
Yeah, same. I'm just
You know what?
Skip the second one.
Let's do
Skip the
this.
second one.
Let's do this.
I
It's
got it.
8:30. This seems like a good time for us to take our break. This will give us a chance to run away, refill drinks, use the bathroom, and the same for you guys. And you guys can read through the riddles. I will tweet the riddles before we come back. I haven't made a new thing because I was gone to a convention, so if you stick around through the break and don't have anything to do yourselves, dear friends and adventurers, you'll be once again delighted with me fighting Renala in Elden Ring. But go follow me on Twitter if you want. Shameless plug, I suppose. And see if you can DM me the answer to these riddles beforehand, and I'll be impressed and shout you out if you're the first. All right, we're going to go to break, and we'll be right back. Oh no! Oh no! I don't have time! Apparently, 2 is the magic number. I didn't get it off. It's okay, though. We will make it work. If the game didn't glitch out. There it is. And there we go. Okay. Let's get to it. Oh my lord. Oh, they just went away. Okay, so I can just dodge all that bullshit. And here we go again. What? Play it safe. Oh, sworn giant. Fuck! I got nothing. Just come down. Just come down. Just come down. Count. Just count. 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 Oh, man. Oh, man. Y'all saw that, right?
This place feels so quiet now compared to the blood pumping in my ears. I mean, I'd have counted it. She ran out of health. I just did too. I don't think I should have to survive her monologue to kill her, right? You know what, though? We learned some stuff.
We're gonna go ahead and kill her this time. I don't think I actually need to kill them. I think I just need to slap the song out of them. I'm gonna try that this time. Yep, okay. So I can save a little time there. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. What? Really? Alright. Where are you singing? Where are you singing? There you are. Shut up. Was that one? Sure was. Oh. 10 Commandments are up. Oh. And they were still up. I did not clock that. There we go. There you are. Gotcha. Ha 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 ha! Alright. Survive this blast, summon the guys. Summon the guys, go in. Harry her with the sword to stay close. There it is. You know what? Use this opportunity. Get some magic defense. Loving the demi-humans. They're doing their job. Didn't know that was possible. Glad I did it, though. Get fucked, bitch! Yes! Yes! Yeah! Ah, yes. Took some consumables, guys, but we got there. Man! How dare you? Snorri Akechi, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the party. What a time to be alive. And apparently so is she. Why?
My sweetings,
I did not say you could live.
from whence ye hide. There are books and light aplenty, dither not. Come out, say I.
Nothing come out.
Ye be gravestones, to be better born anew.
Okay. I'm gonna touch this side of grace. Then I'm gonna open that chest. Then I'm gonna ask you why you're alive. Round 3 fight? No, I don't. Baconator, you're getting a pass because of your overwhelming generosity today, but slow down, son. I don't need a round 3.
The best
And we're back. Good old Steven is still kissing the wife and the babies goodnight. He'll be back with us in a second.
And apparently the Waffle House, as the cooked sweat just ties the whole thing together.
Yeah, it really does.
You wonder why everything there is so salty. No, it's not the margarine or the hot sauce. It's the sweat.
Listen, nobody goes into a Waffle
Good
House
for you,
thinking about the
folks.
health safety rating, okay? Nobody looks at the
It boosts
safety
the immune
rating.
system.
Yes.
No,
yes.
the
It is.
if
It is
the
boosting the immune. You're allowing your body to interact with all these terrible things, and so it gets a slow dose. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like when they when kids grow up and have peanut butter allergies or peanut allergies. When they're babies, they start handing them a little tiny bit of peanuts.
Yeah, introduce them a bit at a time.
And you know what? If you can't tell the difference between a Huddle House and a Waffle House, if the waitress has all her teeth, you're at a Huddle House.
It's true.
Wow.
But listen, if you ever
Hold
want to
on.
just like stay out till 3 a.m., get pissed drunk, and then want like waffles and to watch WWE SmackDown at the same time, Waffle House.
KJ has decided to hold her mic to give us the real facts right now.
Yep.
Listen,
Y'all
she
need
is on her
Jesus and Waffle
soapbox.
House. I don't know what to tell you.
Go to the Waffle House.
Good Lord.
Can you smell? This Waffle House is cooking.
Guys, if you didn't see last Wednesday's episode, the classic WWE references were coming out. And that was one of them.
Again, remember,
the
150
Macho
subs,
Man is
and I will
determined that he
fist
likes
fight Rob.
the touch of another man.
The cream always rises to the
Men just invented golf so they could go on walks together and tweet.
I think men invented golf to get away from their wives, but neither here nor there.
I'm sorry, but that Robin Williams bit about that.
Men just want to hold hands and take walks on the grass, and they needed to invent something for it.
Yeah. So you hit this ball, and I imagine the hole's pretty big because you're shooting from. Oh no! Nuits Fekentani! The force of, like,
So that we have to
I
play more
love
and
that
I can talk to
routine!
you and hug you.
And I haven't thought about it in too long.
Yeah.
Weird
That
thing
dude,
about
Robin
golf.
Williams had a couple of like specials back in the day that they were so good.
They
that
were.
You just, I don't know. It's hysterical the entire
Robin
time.
Williams' Viagra is one of my favorite stand-up routines of
Mm.
all time.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Funny thing
God.
about golf, everyone that plays it is a swinger.
Hey-o!
I don't get it.
That would have been
It's a golf
inspiration.
swing.
I don't
But-
get it.
Anybody got some upside down pineapples? Because that's what we do here in Florida.
I was 2 years. I think I was 28 when I heard about that. Something like that.
Guys,
Anyway.
I'm a little tipsy, but I'm not drunk enough for this. Why don't we play some D&D?
Guys, while we were on break, we figured out all of the
You need me to
riddles.
catch up with you?
I am confident about the answers that other people have submitted.
Like, we can fix
Let's see.
Can you stop?
I got a couple of likes on the on Twitter. No one DM'd me an answer. Maybe you guys were colluding with one another in a way that I didn't recognize. Or maybe you're only liking it when you solved it. I don't know. Maybe you were all geniuses. I told them during the break, I wrote all these riddles because eventually this will be an adventure that you can get off of the website and run for your friends or have your friends run for you. And I didn't want any of my players or anyone else's players to be able to Google the answer. So I wrote these riddles. So if you hate them, hate me. No one else is responsible for this. But if you solved them, then you solved them. You didn't get any help from anywhere. And well done, you. Anyway, where we left off, Doc was reeling from the realization that there is an indoor rowboat manned by a sheep and 2 drow across a throne room
No.
from where Dame has just donned the crown of the Bloodlord.
Stroke. Stroke.
Yeah, Sean's holding.
Y'all are
the
about to
oars.
give me one, yes.
Mhm.
Anyone who wants to do the next thing, feel free to pipe up and tell me what you're doing.
Well, we are
I,
toting the.
Oh, go ahead.
We are toting the rowboat out.
I
We're carrying a rowboat.
would like to approach plaque number 4.
You had a plaque number 4.
Patra.
Black
Yes.
Okay. Let me see the order that I've done them in, because I mean they're not in any
I'll
particular order in the room, but I know I
Oh,
gave them to you
it's
in an order.
If success you desire, you should play to me.
Yes, that one.
You got to read the whole thing for the audience.
Okay,
In
fair
a French accent, so they can't understand it.
Perfect. If success you desire, you should play to me, sometimes hidden in numbers and unity. Much harm you'll bring if you do not know me. Brutish follower brute, the oxen's quality. Is it strength?
As soon as you say strength, and I realize the typo in my riddle,
Yes!
you hear a and the door ahead of you becomes slightly ajar.
Huh. He'll kind of look to the side and maybe like straighten his coat a little bit and get kind of happy with himself, and he'll look in the door.
Okay, you slide the heavy door open, and within, you see a small, unfurnished room, but for a single object. A statue of the ghost that you saw earlier staring at his own sepulcher. This time, standing with spear in hand, crouched and stanced in a perfect posture of a thrusting motion at some invisible enemy. Quite visibly, everything about this man is exactly as you remember him, and graven in stone, but for the spear in his hand, the tip of which is still stained red.
There's a disturbance stain. Someone's touched things they're not supposed to.
If I approach it and touch the head of the spear, is it blood?
Wet blood.
You touch it as though you would expect perhaps dried blood from something to perhaps crumble or chip away. However, contrary to your expectations, it is not encrusted with anything. However, the very metal itself seems to be dyed by its exposure to what you presume would be blood.
Fair enough. Can I try to remove it in some way?
While the grasp of the statue appears to be quite firm and tight, it does simply slide out of the grasp of the statue if you pull upon it.
Okay.
Do you give Lord Rovahnn's spear a tug?
I don't get it.
Okay.
Yeah, I guess.
Anyway.
Couple of jokes for pure Rob entertainment.
Yes, sometimes.
It
Sometimes I.
It amused me. I am but a 5-year-old or whatever.
I was about to say I'm right there with you. That's okay.
No, my goal is to turn any dirty joke into just the flattest possible.
I know. I got what you were doing.
I enjoy
too. That
it.
was the beauty of it all.
So, much like the crown, Jane.
So many layers, bro.
The spear instantly, and perhaps against your will, attunes to you.
Hold on.
So eager is it to be held once again and to slay its enemies.
Oh my god.
You are now in possession of the spear. It is a +1 spear, so you have +1 to attack and damage rolls. When you instantly know this, when you attune to an item, you know its properties, even if you have no way of knowing them otherwise. You know that if you hurt someone with this spear, that it will deal additional damage to them as it drinks their blood. And as you grasp the haft of the spear, their vitality will be transferred into you, and any bonus damage you deal will be added to your own health total.
Whoa.
That's cool.
I don't know. I think that's actually probably the best weapon right there.
That's kind of sick. For a doctor, that kind of rips,
I mean, a
actually.
life leeching spear. I kind of like that.
Yeah.
Old doctors used leeches. I'm using a blood spear. We're not the same.
I don't know if you guys will be swapping these around or trying to optimize things, or if you'll just keep the things that you touch, but it is... Yeah, it's the best weapon in this adventure, in my own opinion. We'll put it that way.
While they're out,
yeah, I'll walk out with it, just kind of.
All right.
Yeah, that is a dope stick, Grimforge.
Dope stick is gonna. Yeah, Luka's gonna see the spear and go like, "Oh, that's so cool!" And be like, "Sean, get over here and hold this." And he's just gonna drop the boat while he and Druna are carrying it and go running straight up to the.
He's with his little hooves, like trying to grab it.
Yeah. Druna just. You see Druna like the beginning of the Wizard of Oz where just the Wicked Witch's feet are sticking out from under a house. That's Druna under the boat right now.
Big time.
You extricate yourself as soon as you want to, but I have to have that image somewhere in my campaign.
Like, Master? Or Sean's like, Master? Let me help you.
It's a pointy, hurtful thing.
I guess he's gonna run up to the first one I have listed here, which is the Never Fully Attained.
Okay, read the whole thing.
So for chat, and I'll read it in the accent for you. Never Fully Attained can also... Oh, wait. I'm reading the wrong part of... I somehow skipped to the second one as I started. Okay, Never Fully Attained, I can also... Wait. I can also common be... What am I reading here? Oh my god, you shouldn't have me read
I
this.
got you.
messed
I got
everything
you.
I didn't
up.
have you read nothing. That was
No.
Steve. I know we look the same, but damn.
No. I blame
Such
Rob
fun.
too. No.
Go, Luka, go.
Yeah,
Code
I do
reads.
it.
I can read
yeah,
them if
I
you
think
want.
I got it. I just thought I was reading it wrong, and then I realized I just read it in the wrong cadence. But never fully
There you go.
attained. I can also common be. Often sought, but all creatures possess me. I am power. We may achieve much together. A little of me is a dangerous thing, however. Yeah. He's gonna stand in front of this one for a second, just kind of like scratching his chin and like pulls his hat off and is like, brains? Do they? Everybody has brains. It's not opening. It can't be brains. Intelligence. Knowledge.
As soon as you say knowledge, you hear
You got
a
there, baby.
and the door ahead of you swings slightly ajar.
Pauses there in the hallway completely by himself. He's like, oh no, and just like runs right in.
Everybody
to
having
see
their
what it
tiny
is.
victories.
Yeah.
All right, you shove the door open and you see a room completely devoid of furniture or other accoutrements, with only a single thing in the center of the room, which is a statue of the man you but briefly saw in spectral form, crouched down on his knees, almost as though lunging forward. His hands empty, but flexed, as though rushing at an enemy bare-handed. Clad in a set of familiar-looking hide and leather armor. And while the rest of this visage and the pedestal that it sits upon is all graven in stone, the armor itself is quite clearly separate from the structure.
Shit,
He's
they
gonna get
found my
kind-
mannequin.
gonna get kind of bummed out, just like, oh man, it's just armor. I don't have a use of that. But he's still gonna like pluck it off in the thought, it's leather. Maybe Druna can wear it, kind of thing.
I will say it takes you a minute because you are basically undressing a statue who is wearing armor that you are not familiar with or proficient in. But you begin this process and eventually finish. It is not a quick procedure.
Tyler herself is more than efficient in taking off and putting on armor.
Surely.
But Luka's the problem.
Luka ain't never tried this on his best day.
No, like I imagine it probably like laces up the back or something, and he's standing in the front of it, just like feeling around the mannequin, just like, how does? Like, I'm here too. We have a friend if nobody noticed her.
Hello.
Mrs.
Okay, I'm gonna play the game. Is it Vex?
Yeah, this is the little,
Little
as I've been calling, because everyone says they love that I can hold them like a burrito. So Vex is the petite burrito.
I love you, Vex.
Yeah, he's gonna like try to like scoop all this up. It's probably heavy because it's like, it's not metal armor, but it's still leather armor. He's probably like at one point like draped something off of himself and is like carrying it out there and just like, Druna, I know you don't like the metals, but I have the leathers. Come here.
Druna, you are being summoned.
Yes.
I found some really. I just wanted to see, and I found some really cool. I found some really cool armor that I think you might like.
Wow, that's so cool.
Yeah.
Wow.
What? Yeah.
Does it have metal on it?
No.
It does not.
It's studded, right? You said it was.
No, it is
made entirely out of the corpses of things you can turn into.
While it
Yeah,
is,
it's leather.
while it is ostensibly
It's
a
studly.
combination
I don't know about
of
studded.
leather and hide, it is a magical set of hide armor.
Yeah.
These people have no respect for the things they're taking.
Trudeau, where to lie,
I mean, we could always put it on Dame too, but like Dame seems really attached to her metal armor.
No,
And then
I'll
you-
wear it.
Yeah.
It sounds cool. Maybe I'll look like scary or something.
You would
put it
do
on
good
and,
to
like,
have
do
it
your best,
some
like,
armor.
Indeed, it's not studded, but you'll look like a stud. There we go.
Boom.
heck yeah.
The better joke was made.
Thank you,
Mr.
Maddie.
Adam, as well.
Does Druna begin putting on the armor? Yes. Okay, that's what I wanted to hear. It takes you a moment to put it on, much like it took Luka a moment to take it off. Once you have the armor on your person, however, much like the other two items, it immediately attunes to you, perhaps against your will. And you, excuse me, are wearing a enchanted set of +2 hide armor.
Woo!
Ooh.
And every time that you would be hit by a weapon or spell attack, you will be able to roll a die, and as your reaction, add that number to your armor class until the end of your next turn.
What?
It is a kind of dinky but perpetual shield spell enchanted into the armor.
Wait, what die do you roll for it?
You may realize the gimmick. Every one of Rovahnn's items has, in some element, rolls a d4.
Okay, because I was about to be like, if
It ain't
you
a
roll
d20, Jane.
It's like we just put a small child into a bulletproof vest.
I mean, that would be a worthy thing to do. By the way, hello, Savvy Mischief. And I was told to drink by Bliss, and I need no other excuse. So here we go.
Wait, oh, did the voice happen?
Skull!
Skull.
Oh my god, did somebody talk like this?
The hide armor is why rogues are so stealthy. It's true. It's a shame we don't have a rogue in this party. We have enough chaos as it is. It's fine. God forbid there was a bard in this party. As much as I love bards.
Would love to walk up to that last door so that we can make Erik read the final riddle.
No! Wait, hold on. Hold on.
Is that the
I have to go look at it.
Also, adult water splashed all up in my face from the air bubble.
It's going to be the one that starts, I am small.
Oh, is it? Okay. I am small, a kernel, a grain. I can be found in wine and in pain. Naked, unvarnished, I am the key. The great liberator, I set you free. I spill out of mouths of the fool and the child. I shame the devil, by all fiends reviled.
Well, that made my day.
Any ideas?
Just like the call map.
Yes, totally. Although I will say my newest story is literally Edgar Allan Poe.
Oh,
yo!
I mean, I know I'm allowed to curse on my own channel, but I almost did it without thinking about it.
Squires around a campfire. Brackets. You're in Iceland. And it just all sounds like that.
I will say, for the benefit of all, everyone is out in the hallway having acquired their items at this time.
Wait, did we ever solve this riddle, though?
No, I mean, if everyone wants to be involved, you may all be involved.
Oh, yeah, I'll come out with the spear. Like,
Dame is going to come out with her crown and just kind of look you up and down with the spear and just go, just keep going.
I will say, real quick, that Rovahn, apart from all of your other items, the desire to grip your spear again takes hold of you. And against Dame's will, and unbeknownst to anyone else in the party, I need Rovahn to make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh my god.
Whoa. Oh, but
right.
but with his D4?
Yes. If you wish to add it, you may add a D4.
in the words of Dallas and Jaffe. Oh, with a D4.
Well, with a 21, I imagine I don't need a D4.
Yeah.
True. So, it is
I rolled a 19 plus 2.
There you go. Wow, nice.
Not bad.
It is up to you how you respond to this. Otherwise, your reaction would have been outside of your control.
Okay, so sorry. Dame will hear. No. Someone found my spear. That's not fair. Oh, now I'm angry. We should take that from them. Take it. Take it.
Okay, very good. Let's attempt a diplomatic solution. Well, Doctor, that's quite an impressive find. If
the Doctor would look great with a crown on.
It looks somewhat unlike you. Quite striking.
Thank you. I figured Druna already has some armor, which is good for her. I figured we could all talk over who would best suit these things. I'm not a martial person.
Yes.
Right.
I did find it to be a bit unlike you. Doesn't it get in the way of the spells and things?
Right. The Doctor doesn't need it. Yes. Go.
Yes. You probably don't need that. Here, why don't?
Not precisely.
Would you fancy a rather garish jewel-encrusted crown?
You could have taken them both, you know.
Say what?
You could have taken them both, you know.
We'll attempt a diplomatic solution. It's of course, Doctor, there is always something beyond this final door. More than likely, given what everyone else seems to have found.
Yes.
Let's have a look and see if it might suit you better.
It's like trading Halloween candy.
Right?
I never had friends.
You like Kit Kats?
So
I don't like Kit
House
Kats.
gave me a nerd's robe, which is worth at least 2 ring pops.
I'll take your peanut M&Ms. It's fine. I'll take those.
I only got those weird peach-colored peanut things. They taste awful and they don't dissolve in your mouth.
Look, I don't care what you have. You're not getting my full-size candy bar. Cookies and cream is hard to come by.
Like that is a thing that's gone on in everything. Like everybody knows the house that has the full-size candy bar.
Yeah, that's it. One day. Sprinkle awards Jane guidance. Go on.
Oh, there you go. Carlotta will kind of sigh, feeling Rovahnn's insistence, and say, "Look, Doctor, the truth is." At which point, I hope a final door will open.
Ah, thank you. I was enjoying the moment. I had thought to myself...
You thought it was going to be a heart-to-heart.
I thought before this scene's like, I'm going to be listening to every fucking word they say, and if they say the right word in character. When you say truth, you hear a... and the door in front of you swings slightly ajar.
The truth is, let's have a look at... The truth is, there's probably another one of these things behind the door. Let's go have a look, shall we?
They're smarter than you said they were.
Oh.
I never said they weren't smart. They're smart to a fault. They're just well, they can be a little bit...
Go on.
From down the hallway, you hear Luka going, "Mom, we got a boat!"
You're like
I'm on a boat, and I'm going
fast. It's one person carrying a boat upside down.
Let's go have a look, shall we?
It's one person carrying a boat upside down. No, you got a hat.
Now I'm trying to distract the guy inside my head as well as the people in front of me.
That is the worst fitting hat I've ever seen.
Well,
and you've seen the one you had before.
But beyond the door that you have opened is an empty room, but for a single object. There is a stone statue, familiar to all of you at this point as Rovahn, who is standing spear in hand, with a forearm upraised, his left hand, with his eyes kind of facing in that same direction, but his head turned slightly aside as though expecting an incoming blow. However, in this particular statue, every visible aspect of it is stone. As though perhaps there is something missing.
Someone
I would recognize.
already been in here.
I fight with a shield. Can I assume that this is a raised shield position?
This is perfectly a raised shield position.
Huh. Well, seems like we weren't the first person to solve this riddle.
Shame.
And I kind of like look around and start like kind of like knocking on things, just trying to see if any part of the wall sounds hollow or any of that kind of stuff.
Way to go, Luka.
You are doing that. I will say there's no need to roll, but you are going to be tapping on rocks for the next moment or so.
Luka,
there's
think
there's
you're
nothing.
bothered
You
with
are
it.
going to succeed.
Nobody needs it.
You're going to succeed over the next few seconds in realizing there is nothing to find in this room.
I don't think you're going to find a shield along the walls there, Luka.
I'm not trying to find the shield. I'm just trying to see if there's like a hidden little compartment for it. Now, I mean, we found other things in the walls, so.
I need-
Who needs a shield.
Erik, I love you. Also, Doc and Luka. Doc and Luka. Guys, whiskey is good.
You're doing that thing that I did for the first 2 episodes.
Salt
till I got
water
it
is
straight.
nice.
Roll a d20, please.
Us both?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm glad I wasn't included in that.
You know, that's not a terrible roll, but you know, this one dice is not doing it for me tonight because
Okay.
that was 10 in total. So I'm gonna put it in jail.
Oh,
It's
show us
going
the
in
jail, please.
There we go.
Tyler
It's
made a
in prison.
jail.
Little
I did
mimic
make a
jail.
I did make a jail.
Yes.
I love its
My
little
dice.
teeth.
That is a terrifying little box.
Crafty
I
people.
love it.
Ah.
It's got like the roof of a mouth on the inside.
Oh, God. Why?
That's awesome.
I can feel it.
The awesome isn't the word I would have picked.
Yep.
That is upsetting.
Lovingly eldritch, dear.
Were you
Getting
going with
out another
Jossum?
die.
Okay, that was good.
The puns.
What did we get? And remember, you have inspiration and
There you
probably guidance.
Guidance.
I have
do
a
you?
guidance. I'm
Yes.
adding that to it.
Why
Not
not
dice
add
jail.
some guidance? Because I have
Griffin
like
Co.
multiple.
Very cocked. How do you cock it?
What?
There we go. Okay, I
Aha!
made it a 14 in total.
14. Okay.
19.
19. With a 19.
It was an 18 before, baby.
With a 19 and with a 14. You remember as soon as Dame mentions that you might ought to be looking for shield, you've seen a shield not that long ago. It was placed on another shield in the crumbling room on a different statue of Rovahn.
Like a boss.
Ah,
That was just for Jane.
it's the coolest name.
It is. It really is. It really is.
Luka.
Yeah, I like to think we both just kind of like
Yeah, we're like
like look at each other.
in eye contact.
Yeah. Out of the room. Yeah.
It's a statue.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna run out.
Okay.
Running off like a child running down the hall.
Doctor,
like,
before you go,
oversized
the spit.
He's
oh,
already
God.
running.
Don't worry, I'll get it. I'll get it. And I start running.
I saw that, Erik. No, you're being
Well, she
streamed,
said-
buddy. Your
She said
mistakes cannot be
Jossum
hidden.
jails, and I was like, oh, that would be really if it was a jaw and you could just put your D20 in it.
You have a jail,
Yeah.
but I have my
Wait.
mini in it.
You
I have a
little-
toilet. I don't know where it went. Oh, here it is. I have a toilet for your D20.
Hey, I have a toilet as well. You're not that special.
Aw, I got a ring of spell storing up here.
Trademark Jossum jails now. This bliss.
Jossum jails would be.
That's why I started with the skull there.
Let me as these other two are running out, Druna and Dame and Rovahn, why not? All make perception checks to notice something. And you know what? Druna was looking around for something earlier. Make a perception check as well. sorry, Luka was looking for something
Holy
in this room
crap.
earlier as well. Luka, please roll a d20 as well.
I'm
I'll
having
just
some
give-
really good rolls
Just a
here.
general D20
Should I give you
roll.
advantage, Rovahn, or should I roll?
If you'd like to, but I'm just gonna tell you. Stick
Are you
with
hot
me,
tonight
kid.
He's
again?
hot tonight.
I am indeed.
Okay. You know
We're
what?
gonna go with a 19.
19,
give
nice.
We'll give my favorite looking dice another chance to perform. Hey,
Yeah.
there's
Something
a first
good?
time for everything, people. 21.
Nice.
Ooh.
Okay.
Let's go.
The boys in real life doing well. How about the girls?
13.
Oh,
Mhm.
it's just a general D20 roll.
It's a perception check.
Perception.
You,
Okay.
you can investigate if you prefer, since you actually took
That's
an action
wisdom,
to do
right?
that. It is wisdom.
Don't forget also guidance and also inspiration.
Am I
Oh yeah,
rolling
so
too?
mine would be 21 as well. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay,
Look at you being in perfect sync.
Mm-hmm.
Am I rolling for something?
No.
This is a
Okay.
12 total, and this dice is also going in the jail.
Yeah,
because
me
it
and
You know,
gave me a
Dame
5.
exactly the same.
To
Okay.
jail.
The same minds think alike.
Me and Dame exactly the same. Come on, you guys.
The rhyming.
We're writing lyrics right now, okay?
You guys are
really-
going into my next riddle.
Fire.
Try and
Because
make a rhyme.
When I come back to visit again and I'm a bard, we have to have all these lyrics worked out. You know what I mean? So we can
Heck
make all
yeah.
these songs.
Eric,
Totally.
Eric, stop. My
I
penis
joke, I
can
joke, I
only
joke.
get
Nobody
so
wants to see me
erect.
as a bard.
Not
Nobody wants me running around as a bard.
streaming.
You're gonna be cool and do this cool,
You-
awesome shit.
Already
Yeah.
been making the music puns. Anyway, Luka perceives nothing. Luka and Doc run off to do the thing that they said they were going to do. Druna, you are welcome to follow, or otherwise you don't happen to notice anything different. Rovahn and Dane, with your perception checks, you notice that a corner of this room is... I'm not sure that there's a clever way to see this. Not as real as it appears to be. Part of the wall... Part of the floor...
Part of the wall.
Part of the floor is illusory, making it appear as though it is the same as the rest of the room, whereas it is actually a hole in the floor, leading to something below.
Is this more tricks by Dane?
You wonder, now, if the same restrictions were placed upon other creatures they were placed upon you, it is possible to have access to this room without having solved Dane's puzzle, if something could ascend through that hole.
Oh, good lord. I could have been here and didn't know it.
As Doc and Luke around the corner and people can't see them anymore, there's suddenly just like a loud crashing noise followed by Luke going like, ah shit! And if you go back and look, one of the window patches had fallen off and is now broken in the ground.
Okay, you guys joke, but I'm marking it off.
I marked it off too. I marked the rowboat off.
Real talk, that rowboat was just for my own pleasure. It wasn't ever going to do you guys any good that I
Let
could
me
come up
mark
with.
off one of my 2 widows because I spelled it wrong. I'm trying to write it real fast.
Dame is just like internally rubbing her temples, like I'm trying to make them look good so that they don't get killed. Make them look good.
Sean, in the meantime, having been abandoned with the boat, is just doing push-ups with the entire rowboat.
Wait, how much longer is Sean there?
I was there with us for an hour.
An hour.
Nice.
Yeah, Sean's around until Sean gets killed, or until you guys take a rest. That's
Nice.
kind of how it goes. Druna, by the way, who are you sticking with? Just so I know. Are you going with Doc and Luka, or are you staying with them?
Yeah, she's gonna be like, wait up for me, guys.
Okay.
Just blind to what's going on, just going.
Well, let's follow the 3 of you then, and presumably also Sean, and not Phoebe, I'm guessing. Phoebe was told to keep an eye on Dame. You guys pass through rooms you have already familiarized yourselves with, and return to the Great Hall, where once there were many banquets and feasts and things that to celebrate the accomplishments of the
Oh, how
Blood
I
Lord.
used to entertain here.
Yes, quite wonderful. If only you were here now. But you've passed through that, and it's full of fond memories, which are now bitter memories after your demise. all of you situate yourselves to see the fact that this room is quite precarious and that anyone passing over it on foot without a light step and an discerning mind as to where to place their feet could plummet through into a precarious situation in the floors below, where a dull green light reveals a rift in the floor where an ominous green glow, somewhat interspersed with vaguely humanoid visages, emanates. Doc, with his superior dark vision, from the safe part of the floor, is capable of seeing a statue at the end of the room, actually several statues, one of which boasts a shield, upon which, on the boss, am I remembering correctly?
Yep.
The boss of the shield is an actual shield, not just part of the statue. But it is quite far away. Luka remembers this from his travel across the floor earlier, but from his current position cannot see it once again. It is a big-ass hall. So, that is where you all find yourselves.
Luca's gonna just go, "Oh, be careful, Doctor. This is the room with like the hellhole," and then he's just gonna go straight in, like not even trying. Like
he's going to grab your shoulder a bit and hug you back. Let's wait. We've already found out how fragile these floors are. We need some kind of plan.
We could try to be really, like, careful on our feet. Always fly, but we won't really be able to do that again after this. Not until I sleep.
Don't overexert yourself for that.
Druna looks thoughtful. What are you thinking, Kay? This is your first time being presented with this information. This is your first time in the room.
Yeah, well, Druna's not really thinking much. She's just there for the ride.
Fair enough.
Lights on, but head's empty. Sean's just chilling out in the back with his hooves crossed. He's waiting to do something.
Wait. Luka? What all is on that coat you found?
Oh, there's a lot of things that are useful. We are to use the boat, and don't worry about the one window. It's fine. There is a 10-foot pole right here, and he's like pointing at all of these as like he's trying to show them off. There's a 10-foot pole. There's a lantern. There's a mirror, a dagger, a sack. I don't know why you'd need a sack unless you want to put a person in it. Next time Dane gets out of control, we'll put
Hold up.
Dane in the sack.
What has Luka not used sacks for in his life?
There's also
Luka,
don't
we're
worry.
not going to commit murder.
I didn't say murder. You just kidnapped someone. Anyway, there's 4 potion.
Oh, good. We've dialed back to just kidnapping.
There's a ladder. Now, wouldn't that have come in handy earlier today? And
do not.
Well, the last thing is just a sack with some gold in it and another window. I don't know if there's anything that can help us get across a large room.
Robin, you're my favorite, by the way.
Druna.
Yes.
Is there any possibility you could turn into something that would allow you to fly over there? Retrieve that shield.
I don't think I'm high enough level to turn into something that flies.
Sadly, no. However, as a druid, you know that if you were a lighter creature, perhaps, than a humanoid creature, you would have an easier time crossing this precarious floor.
So, Druna kind of, like, thinks about it for a second. She's like, well, there's a way.
And?
So then she goes over and whispers something to Sean. And, she wild shapes into a mouse. And Sean picks up the mouse with his hoof and yeets it over.
Luka's gonna call after Druna. That's smart thinking, but I don't think a mouse can pick up a shield.
Isn't
Doc's gonna kind of sit there like,
Well, not only that, and then
she's dead. She's dead.
Sean's gonna throw it a little too hard, and then Druna's gonna smack into the wall and
From off in the distance, we just hear a little high-pitched squeak.
KJ, I'm glad you
She
said
don't
that
kill
because that is exactly what happens. So, Sean the Kung Fu sheep picks up this mouse, throws it with all the gusto of a Kung Fu master, as though they were throwing a kunai or a shuriken or something.
God.
80 feet across this room to the extremity of the other side, impacting with such force that Druna, KJ, roll a d4.
Oh no.
While this is happening, Dame is just gonna look at the flying monkey on her shoulder.
Phoebe's staring right back, not blinking in that way the animals do, where they're just like,
damn it.
That Phoebe and I just both go look across the chasm. Like,
it's
are you
like
alright,
that-
Druna?
It's like that scene from what is it, Night in the Museum, when the monkey, like, instead of them slapping each other, it's just Dame.
Yes.
Phoebe just.
If somebody can work into this campaign, do not cross this line, I will be so delighted.
Cross it.
What's that d4, KJ?
I got a 1.
Cool. So you are dealt 3 points of damage as a rat, which means you lose your 1 rat hit point. Druna takes 2 hit points of damage, is all the way at the other side of the room, and herself, because as soon as the rat splats against the wall, you become Druna again.
Oh my god.
Luka's gonna just, knowing that he's tiny and already has been in this room once, he's gonna just run right in knowing that he can cast Fly on himself if he needs to.
Good night,
He's
Grim.
gonna run in.
Luka.
He's gonna run in to try to go help her.
Luka, wait.
Too late, father. Too late, father. I'm 15.
No, I'm gonna. He's going to.
Okay.
Like almost.
And, athletics check from Doc. Acrobatics or athletics check from Luka. Druna,
Dame is gonna look at that.
Druna,
that
you are
10-foot pole and think I could have pole vaulted across. But now it's on a cape halfway across the chasm.
And Druna, you are standing at the foot, like kind of huddled against the wall, because pretty much everything in front of you, between you and your friends now, is precarious earth that you may or may not tumble through. You are right next to basically half of a statue, missing some limbs and a head, but that has a shield with a shield on it.
Okay.
And the second shield is real. The first shield is stone. If anybody to the previous episodes.
Fingernail, you turd.
Druna's gonna be like, just getting up off the foot, like, geez, Sean, that was a good throw, but maybe a little less hard next time. That kind of hurt.
Sean shakes his head like, no, I don't do anything at 90% or less.
Much to my own detriment.
Very intense sheep.
God will give his all the time.
That is not my wushu way.
Power.
That's not my ninja way.
He's Sean the sheep.
The power of God in anime on my side.
Picks
What
up
you
the
get?
druid and gives her a
Dang it.
God.
Sean the sheep. Sean the sheep.
John Tang.
Wait, Ty, what'd you get? You froze.
I did.
I really do want to know, are you guys trying to drive me insane, or is it just happening anyway?
It's just happening.
Okay.
Oh, Rob, are you still here?
Me and Ty are trying to roll.
Yeah. What did you get?
That's really a troll.
I got a. Wait, Rob, was it supposed to be athletics or acrobatics?
So it has to be athletics to grab. It can be athletics or acrobatics to not be grabbed.
Gotcha. Then I got a 23.
Whoa! Wait!
Wow.
Wow! You
no,
aren't
wait,
strong!
22.
Okay.
Wow, okay.
Robin, that is my reaction as well.
I thought I had this.
Hot damn.
I'm not so sure. Okay, I'll start this by saying I have nothing to add to that other than that one of these options would have been a minus, so I didn't go with that option. I don't know if I've won, though, because I got a natural 20.
Okay, so when it comes to skill checks, the number matters more than what you rolled on the die.
Rick,
rules
that's
per
some
written.
big dick energy
So-
you got there, Ty.
I mean, I know you have
If
guidance.
anything, you get my honor for that.
I know you have guidance.
I used my guidance.
And what did you get?
Oh wait, I have an inspiration, but
Well, you had a natural 20.
Yeah, but I have nothing to add to it.
But your guidance can add to it.
But I used my guidance for when I rolled.
Oh,
really
okay, it was used already.
terrible.
Okay.
Unless somebody wants to quickly give it to me.
Unless somebody wants to quickly. Rob can wait about 5 seconds for that.
Just count. Just do like a countdown at like the end of like a.
Hold on, I heard it's coming right now.
You guys want him to win so
bad.
bad.
Oh, look! Luka got guidance from Dancer Hawk.
Bless the dancer.
And also from Erik.
Right.
Because Erik is a goddamn bro.
Oh my god.
Bro.
What was it that you got, Jane?
I got
23, I heard.
it was
22.
22.
22.
Because it was 23 minus.
I got 23. Then with my guidance.
Oops, I spelled it with a K.
That's okay.
Okay.
Oh god, I have like 4 guidances now. Oh god.
Guys, we have a dedicated viewership. I don't know
Thank
if you
you.
That
knew.
is, dude, Sean the
as
Sheep
Grim
plays
Forge had said
Kawato in
earlier.
Broadway of Total Recall.
As Grimforge said earlier, and I don't think Grimforge is in here anymore. I think went to bed. But he said that all of you guys were like our little bards, and like, that's right, giving inspiration and guidance all the time.
I'm looking back at the I'm going to be looking back between this Monday and next Monday about adding kind of a median between inspiration and guidance, where you can give inspiration, which is a bigger die than a D4, and it can be used for different things. Because that was a good suggestion. Luck, ooh, luck though.
Luck are so fun where you get to just basically re-roll it.
It's like, I don't like that.
Take the
Yeah.
result though.
That's such a crazy feat.
Anyway, Doc, best grab of your life for Luka's shirt collar. What you come away with is Luka's hat. However, Luka
Come away with a window.
sans a spellcasting focus, has escaped your grasp and is charging across this precarious floor towards Druna. Now that you've burned all your useful stuff, I'd like you to make me a stealth or an acrobatics check.
I have 2 more guidances, my friend.
Okay.
Because I said that, and then like 3 people jumped on it. Stealth or acrobatics, you said?
Mm-hmm.
Both of those are the same modifier.
Your preference.
Nothing, so it's just a straight roll.
You shall have guidance.
Let's see what happens. Can you bless that for me, sweetheart? Say no. No?
Not interested?
How rude.
No, she ain't.
Okay.
Vex ain't Pike.
I got another natural 20.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Can y'all share a little bit of the love?
Do I
Yeah.
have this turned right?
Damn.
I think I do.
I see a 2. But
I see a 2, but you know, whatever.
No, they're beside each other.
There's-
I can imagine there's a 0 there.
It's just like, yeah, 0 means nothing anyway.
You think
So-
we could play a game of like Portal with the 2 windows?
Like, I imagine like a very much like Chariots of Fire, just blah, da 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 da. Then suddenly the head goes back.
Dun, 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 dun.
Thank you for the reference. Damn, I need more people to appreciate my references. Luka comes charging across this floor that almost sent Doc to his death minutes ago. Just, you know what, on a natural 20 with your modifiers and everything, I don't care. You will make it in moments all the way to Druna. And then both of you will be fucked. But anyway, go on.
Wait, what? He comes just sliding up in front of Bruna's, just like completely without a hat, which probably looks incredibly weird to her. And it's
You
just
down to get fucked?
man, like, if we die together. Like,
Oh god.
I lived my life amongst enemies. It would be honored to die amongst friends.
like that Lord of the Rings moment with just like the with a friend.
I got
Like,
your I got your reference.
Every time I hear that, I think of the Gimli Legolas thing.
So now,
Exactly.
Druna and Luka are here before the statue with the shield on the boss of a shield.
He's gonna start giving her like not quite like a formal pat down, but it's kind of like looking at her face and shoulders, just like, "Are you okay?" I didn't think. I mean, I know Sean is strong, but I didn't think Sean was like that strong.
Well,
Sean's over
I'm
there
okay.
like,
Yeah.
Druna's like, I'm okay. I did lose a tooth, but that's fine. Honestly, it's okay. It's okay.
Did you find the tooth? We could maybe gold plate it later and stick it back in.
It's in my pocket. Maybe we can
You
try
have
that
a
later.
grill, Druna. You have a grill.
That would be so
Now there's
cool. That
only
would
a
give me
gold piece there.
street cred.
a
Yeah,
grill
yeah.
is Sean's future as well, by the way.
No.
That's a decent joke.
That was a good joke. We could use that pouch of gold and then like melt it down and then pour it on the tooth and then yeah.
We totally could.
And it's not like one of her back teeth, it's like one of the teeth on the side, so now she just
like the front tooth.
Now you can work at Waffle House, like we were saying during the break.
She just looks even more like a child now.
Figure out what to do with your tooth. Once we get back over there, he's not even looked around for the shield yet because his full purpose was to get over here and make sure that Druna wasn't just like a splat on the wall.
Yeah.
So-
Doc's gonna cast dancing lights and try to
Yep.
make a trail out to where he thinks that they might be.
You vaguely illuminate the bulk of the room and are able to see
Okay.
them now. Well, rather, I mean, with your dark vision, you can see them pretty well, but now you can see them better, and so can Dane and Rovahn.
Oh my god.
Rovahn, by the light of these dancing lights, you recognize your old shield, which you basically did not give a fuck about, is definitely placed on the shield of this statue.
It's pretty much worthless. I wouldn't worry about it.
Same. How do we begin this?
Hmm.
On the other side of the room, it's just the two kids, just like.
Is there
like,
anywhere
what do you think?
Is there any path forward over there? Or is it... Or is that it? Is it a dead end?
Well,
From where you guys are, there are no doors on this side of the room, if that's the question. Unless you create one.
Hmm.
Well, I mean, he's gonna call back out, like cupping his hands, be louder. We could always just find the shield over here and then just carefully walk back over. Because I mean, the more people that come out here, the more people might get hurt.
That
might
was
die.
exactly my thought when you dashed over there.
I'm not the one who turned into a mouse and had a sheep throw her across the room.
No, but you are equally at fault for going over there in the first place.
I
Made
will
sense
not
at the
take. I
time.
will not take this sass from you today, Dad. Not after day. Not after Mom.
Not call
killed-
me your father.
All right. I'm going
There's
to
so
tie...
much discord.
There is, guys,
I
I
would
did
like-
not expect this many daddy issues to make it into my streamed D&D game.
They're father issues at this point.
Oh,
Listen.
The childhood trauma coming through.
Gonna get to
The
get back at
difference
me
has been
later.
drawn, apparently. They're not daddy issues, they're father issues.
Yes, apparently so.
all right. Dame.
It doesn't
pulls
put us
out
on the pole, it just puts us in danger.
Yeah.
This is amazing.
I'm glad you're having fun.
Dame is going to reach back, grab the rope from her pack, tie it around a javelin, and try to huck the javelin to the far side.
Okay. You're not trying to hit anything in particular. You are very capable of throwing a javelin that far. You
Okay.
succeed.
All right. It's like, look, tie it around that statue. It's like, we'll tie it to the fountain. Or I guess it's a 50-foot rope, so I would need 2. Do I have 2? I have 1. Doctor, do you have any more rope?
Let me see. I don't.
Oh,
So
okay. This is.
nasty. Someone just farted in my lap. That's so gross.
It wasn't
Nice.
me.
I can tie my whip to this. That'll get me an extra 10 feet, so that would give me 60. You said it's 80 feet across?
Mm-hmm.
You're so stinky.
It's
Oh
a
my
it's
God,
a
how
it's
stinky
a
that
big
cat
ass
is.
party hall. Okay.
Okay. And it's gonna take even more room to tie it.
I mean, you can walk a little ways across the dangerous floor.
Yeah. Steve knows where to get more rope because of
And look,
data testing or whatever. But
if you want, all right, is the question how far you can throw the javelin or how much rope you have?
I want to get the rope from one room to the next, or at least from the statue to me.
Ooh.
Okay, I will say you are capable of throwing it farther than that if you make a good strength check. It's just beyond 60 feet, you are completely inaccurate. It's not a matter of how far you can throw the thing. If you are wanting to have rope, you have to have the rope or something similar to it.
I need to go find some rope.
Sadly, the person who has a patch of rope on their robe of useful items is on the far side of the chasm right now.
I forgot about that one. Oh my god.
Yeah.
It's as though he wanted you to have the items to get through the challenges of the game.
Look, we're not just up the creek without a paddle. We're up the creek with a canoe and no paddles and no rope and nothing else.
We're not up the creek with a boat. We're in
a poopy one.
We're in a canyon. No water with a boat.
If I run back out to where I found that like weird effigy, is there any rope on that table?
I am sorry, a friend of the stream and fellow Misty Mountain employee just gave me a phone call, and I had to turn that away for a second just to make sure it wasn't something extremely important. What did you just ask me?
That is fair. If I go out to that table that had all like the creepy effigy stuff on it, is there any rope on that table?
I did not describe formally that there was any rope on that, but you know what? That seems like a reasonable thing. Maybe there's a chance. I will give you a roll to decide if there is any. Why don't we call it a D10?
D10? Okay.
Then if you get a 9 or a 10, there is rope of some kind. There is something that can be used as rope on this table.
And either
Man, I
way,
like
it can
never
get
used
you
D10s. Okay.
Living in a van.
A 9.
Down
Okay.
by the river.
Somebody else saw that good.
Okay, question, because this always vexed me. Is
0?
And the 0 count as the 10?
0 is 10.
Okay,
interesting. Got ourselves a real big Shakespeare.
I am begging, please let there be rope for these kids who aren't my children.
Oh no.
Guidance? Can I use guidance?
Why not?
Okay,
I mean, not really, but I don't care.
Okay, wait, can I tell you what I rolled first?
Yeah.
It is an 8.
Ooh.
She can roll the Matt Foley.
So really, anything you roll on the guidance will work, won't it?
Yeah, so I'm like, technically that would be cheating. So
I don't care. Because you don't find
a good player.
You don't find rope on these tables, you find a pile of entrails.
Oh.
There is something's intestine on this table, and it is 35 feet long.
Yeah, screw it. He's been hands deep in guts before. He's just gonna take the tendrils.
There you go. You come
Just
running
lug them
across
over
the
toward
blood
Dame.
fountain room, soaked in the blood of the blood golem, and run up to Dame with some intestine.
While all this has been happening, Luka's gonna pick up the shield, having found it standing like right next to him at this point. He's gonna pick up the shield and he's gonna use his last third level because he used a third level last game. He's gonna cast Fly on Druna.
Interesting.
He has a feeling that the weight of the shield is gonna make that difficult for him to fly.
Please
so
hold.
Druna can fly.
When you cast Fly, you need some material components, and I'm afraid your spellcasting focus is in Doc's hands right now.
It's a wing from a feather from any bird, and I'm pretty sure I've got multiple feathers floating around me from Phoebe.
It's possible.
But he also has many component pouches, so...
Do you have a component pouch on your character sheet?
Yeah, I took those.
Okie doke. Then That is fine. You may cast that spell. Mark the slot off, and you're casting it on Druna, not yourself?
Yeah, Druna, because he has a feeling that the weight of the shield, because he doesn't understand how heavy objects work, having never picked many up in his life, he thinks that it might make it hard to fly with, so he's gonna cast it on Druna so that she's safe, and then he'll just deal with the consequences.
Okay, you guys are doing all of this. Druna, suddenly you realize that your feet aren't quite touching the floor, and that you have a fly speed of 60 feet. Even though you can't turn into something that can fly, you can now fly twice as fast as you can run.
You can fly for 10 minutes.
Or until, Luka stops thinking, which could be at any moment. Luka, the moment you touch the shield, you find yourself attuned to it, whether or not you wished to be. And you become proficient in using a shield, whether or not you were before. And you are capable now...
Wizard, that ain't bad.
I know. You find yourself capable, and you know this because you are attuned to the item, and attuning to the item tells you what the item does, whether or not you knew before. While holding this shield, as a reaction, when you or anyone else wearing one of Rovahnn's personal effects would take damage, you can roll a d4 and reduce that damage by the same amount.
Whoa. Hell yeah.
This will be this is a nice bit of flavor text for anyone listening in the chat or for the players. Rovahn will remember that once upon a time he had a lieutenant who shall remain nameless for the sake of anonymity, and so that I have something to reveal in the adventure when this gets available on Misty Mountain's game. Who was your literal right-hand man and aide in battle, who you eventually bequeathed the shield to, and it was their sole purpose to keep you alive. And whenever you would take damage, it was their responsibility to mitigate that in any way that they could. And this shield absorbed that intent.
You watch Luka's eyes get real wide all of a sudden, and he's just like, I didn't happen when I picked up the armor. I don't like that.
I know shield foo.
Should we... I know they're doing something over there. I don't know what they're doing. Should we just try to head back? I mean, you can fly. You'll be okay. I've got a shield now, so maybe I'll be okay.
Sounds like something a wizard would say.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, by the way, before you answer, I would like it to be noted that this shield is one of Rovahnn's... is a piece of Rovahnn's effects. So, if you, being the person who is attuned to Rovahnn's shield, would take damage, you may use your reaction to roll a d4 and reduce the damage by the same amount.
Ow.
Oh. Me and my 22 hit points, enjoy that.
Aster things, baby.
You've now found all 4 of the coolest magic items in my dungeon, so congratulations. From here on, good luck. Monch212, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the party. We're playing D&D, and they just found all my cool swag.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we're in danger.
Yeah, I'm in danger.
Technically, only Doc is not in danger.
Well, Doc is holding a spear that you want. Maybe he's in danger after all.
I have a spear in one hand and like 30 feet of intestines in the other.
This is amazing.
I'm still approachable,
and that's the
right?
safest person among us.
Where is the fan art?
Hey, we can open up. We always say on our Wednesday night games, if you draw fan art, you can use the tag hashtag Misty Mountain Art. If you want to draw a dog holding some intestines and a spear.
It is true. Look, here's the thing. I don't want you guys to keep watching me playing Elden Ring during the breaks. If you want to see your own art, I don't care if it's stick figures. If you tag us or use the hashtag Misty Mountain Art on Twitter, I'll put it in the mid-roll, baby.
Oh my gosh.
Your
yes.
alt will be featured on a stream. Quality, I don't care.
Excited.
Did anyone else hear even if it's dick figures?
I didn't.
Dick figures? I heard dick figures.
It's gotta be Twitch appropriate.
Only dick pics from the 1800s, please.
I think at the 1800s they were Richard
I've
pics.
sent you a dick drawing of my dick.
Of Dick Johnson, he's my tailor.
Guys, if you wonder why I slur my words during the Monday night streams, it's because these people drive me to drink.
Yes.
Does that work? Does that look censored enough? Is that good? I've got.
That's great.
My. Here, wait. I could just take the sticker off.
That's true.
Let's speedrun getting canceled on Twitch,
so that Rob can quickly throw the little iris up there.
Apparently, all we have to do is
He
show
just leaves
someone
from us.
barefoot and we're done.
Y'all just go ahead. Y'all just go ahead. I'm just
okay.
The consensus of that was that if you draw any of the art or characters or any of that stuff from this, we'll show them off. So use the tag Misty Mountain Art.
Let's not do the drawn dick pics though.
Yeah.
No, but if you do, make sure you put.
No,
a little
trust me, I
wizard
can
hat
do that on
one
my
of them.
own time.
Just tag at the D&D wannabe when you post it to Twitter.
Yep. Don't use the hashtag. Just directly tag the DM.
I mean, they've already seen my sexy dog Iris, so
It's like I'm already done, dear man.
Yes, the existential nerd. Yes, sprinkle the list.
Also, Dane, you should know.
Are you doodling your
Doc-
cock or cock-a-doodling?
Duck begins approaching you with 30 feet of intestines that he quickly begins, like, berating almost. Startlingly fast.
Jesus, where did you... Who's Jesus?
I'm now grading the intestines to make them stronger together.
Did you liberate those from someone in that short amount? It doesn't matter. Here, let me hold the spear
Someone
so you can have
else
both hands to do that.
Liberate it.
Look, just swallow hard and don't breathe this in.
Oh no,
And
you go right ahead. Here, let me hold that for you while you're. Oh God, I'm gonna pretend to be like,
Look, it's simply gore. And then
I will attempt / offer to take / hold the spear for you while you do this.
I'm gonna give you something.
yes,
to be
he will
happy
hand it to
about,
you,
Rob.
and I will connect the rope and the intestines.
That is a
Damn.
slick ass move. I really don't award inspiration for things on the stream, but that's a great move. By the way, you already had inspiration for solving truth, Dame, so you didn't get one again. Jane and Tyler both solved riddles as well, yes?
Yeah.
Inspiration for you from me.
Yay! Oh, thank you.
I said it before, sorry, and I'm only remembering it now in a moment of lucidity in the insanity that you have driven me to, but you have it.
Yay!
I'm gonna give you something.
Existential
to possibly
nerd,
go wrong,
you
Rob,
read
to make
me
you
so
happy.
well.
There's another accomplice.
Thank you. Thank you. I need that very
my God.
soon.
Dun,
because it could
dun,
possibly
dun.
go wrong.
Jotting it
I
down.
wanna-
That makes
I wanna
5
give
if
you-
anyone's keeping score.
Oh my god. Help.
And
They're helping us as much as they can.
Just
except
look at
for
the
this.
frustration on my face and think about how I will spend this.
You should be thanking us. We're taking all the pressure off of running your own stream.
Because this can possibly go wrong, and I think you might enjoy that after what we just put you through. Luca's gonna go ahead and start slowly waddling across the floor with this giant shield.
No, wait.
Doing the penguin
Yes,
walk.
good,
Just
cool.
wait, the good doctor is working on a rope. You can just hold on for a minute.
Jane.
What?
Yes, Luka, go ahead. Stealth or acrobatics, your choice. Druna, you can begin making your way wherever you want to, at whatever speed you want to, because you can fly right now. At least until Luka drops through the floor, takes some falling damage, and loses concentration.
So she doesn't fly nicely or well put together. She literally just gets lifted up by her butt.
Oh.
Just,
Like someone picked you up in Me Plaza, just dragging you.
And she just got her arms, dead arms, just like hunched over
Just
and
hovering
just
across the floor.
across the floor.
It's like when you're in water and you're just floating, but like it's just your butt.
Yeah. Just a
Okay,
little
time
tush.
to roll this.
It's like that How to Train Your Dragon, that really big dumb one.
I would like all of you. Erik, let me talk to Erik for a second. Erik, I consider myself like an experienced, practiced dungeon master who is capable of contending with the shenanigans of his players, who can control the chaos and guide everyone towards a satisfying conclusion and doing something that is thematically and dramatically satisfying, and yet here we are.
It's what we call a cliffhanger.
I say as Jane continues to affix D4s to her forehead. To her D forehead.
Here, I'll join you.
She's so punk rock.
I will give Kay all the credit for beginning this 8 sessions
Wait.
ago.
I'm a unicorn because of my ears, and now I have a horn.
Aren't you adorable? And your ponytail.
There you go.
You know those punk rock bracelets, like the leather ones with all the like pyramid metal studs? Someone should do that with like a bunch of D4s. Wouldn't I?
That's what I'm saying.
Steve, join in. Robin demands.
So let me make you very happy for a second, Rob. I'm not going to use my inspiration on this because I feel like this is just like poetic justice right here.
Mm-hmm.
I rolled once. It was a tiny bit cocked, so I was like, okay, I'll re-roll it, and it was a 19. There goes my 4. I got... Oh god, I turned it. Can you see
My
that?
forehead is too sweaty to.
I see a
keep
1.
up the D4s.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh.
I'll find that D4 later.
Steve, I just saw your Discord message because I can't click away on Discord or else it'll break the stream.
Doesn't matter. We've got a
I've done a
solution.
couple of times.
We got a solution now.
What was the result of that roll? I'm sorry, I was reading direct messages from players in this game.
Inspiration?
There's...
Have one, but no, I said it's too much of a poetic justice to not do this, to not let it happen.
Just need to savor this moment, guys. Give me a moment.
The solution was
You know that
your hubris.
Yes.
Your
Roll the
arrogance.
flavors across your tongue. Let it saturate your entire flavor palate.
I feel that right in my tails, guys.
You feel
right
it
in the
butt?
tails.
Nice
That
in
feels
here.
good.
Feel it in
3
your
dice
butt?
in here tonight. I got 3 dice in jail.
Druna, where are you?
Danger. That's where I am.
Are you making your way towards Doc and Dame, or are you staying back where the shield was? Are you trying to follow Luka?
I'm sorry, Jane. Just
Dame taking a hit from the cat head? Is that what it is?
this is why we drink.
Is it cat head tonight?
My not quite children have both sent themselves to their death, and I'm trying to weave intestines to save
Hold
them.
on! They are literally following your example. They're following in the exact
see it.
footsteps of their father.
It's a do as I say, not as I do.
So, butt flying in the middle of the
Thank you. That's all I needed to hear. So,
Blue first. And
Them
Doc
cheeks is
tried to fall in
clapping,
first.
y'all. Them cheeks is clapping.
And I
I'm
thought
trying to sneak through this dungeon, but the clap of my ass cheeks keeps alerting the golems.
Oh my god! I'll never get out of here alive.
I thought I was
Because
about
my
to be
ass
satisfied,
keeps
and
clapping.
yet still,
Everyone's
you
mentally
ruined
Doc.
every moment I
I
get.
might never make it out of here because of all the ass clapping. Oh god! Oh.
This get me so hard.
That's
Oh
not
my God.
applause, children. It's the cheeks clapping.
And then somebody's just like down there going, "Damn, Juna's dummy thick."
Oh my god. Yeah, does the hey, say just like theoretically, I've got a big fat dump truck. Does that affect like my stealth roll at all?
Are we talking about Doc or just being honest about yourself, Jane?
Well, we all know it's just me.
This is gonna be the longest clip I ever do.
This is the reason they don't have me stand for this thing.
Oh my god.
I feel like we're going through the 5 stages of grief together.
Oh,
Like,
good.
one
It's
by
not
one.
just me.
I think there's
To
more than
keep
5
this from
actually. though.
happening.
Acceptance hasn't sank in. Okay, hold up. Hold up.
Just
All right, Dunning
Okay.
Is it fluid?
We're off the rails, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for tuning
I
in.
can
This
do
is
it.
a blast.
Oh my god.
Everyone, please remain seated until we come to a complete and total
Yeah.
crash.
Keep your arms inside the car as
Hey.
we spin wildly out of control.
Complete and total crash.
It's like the
Steve, props to you for pointing in the correct direction for the Twitch overlay. Well done.
I made myself a chart.
Yeah.
Your head between your legs.
And
That's why I
kiss
was
your
delayed.
bum
I had to consult the chart.
Chicken
As
Ryan,
streaming
thank you very
one,
much.
just have a piece of paper over here. It's got a diagram on it of
Yeah,
what
no,
you should be pressing.
I'm
Kay
crying
is
too.
crying,
I'm keeping
yes.
composed.
Oh my god.
I'm crying, but it's more for the death of my game than out of joy
Look,
or laughter.
as soon as you start saying like how many feet and how many hit points this is all gonna be, it's just gonna be pure panic.
Just
Guys,
kill us already.
So just Rob, just rip the band-aid off.
Welcome to Misty Mountain Railway.
Kay,
I was
thank
way
you.
off
Thank you,
track. Hey,
KJ.
damn it.
Just fucking kill us already. It's not
rip the
going
Band-Aid
anywhere
off,
at this
man.
point.
So,
Oh my god.
guys, when the Wither
we
Sisters
just
of
started
Rimehold drops on MistyMountainGaming.com as an adventure that you could purchase, just know it doesn't have to be this way. It didn't have to be like this. I got dealt this hand. You could play it differently. You could have a better time. There could be drama and shit.
I disagree. I don't think
Druna for you.
Oh, nice.
I don't think they could have a better time. I disagree.
Just a little bit.
Listen, we got 19 people here. We're doing something great.
There's
Yeah.
still music playing on the show,
I'm
and I can't
sweating.
hear it over the laughter.
You made Kay cry.
Not
Okay, they
sweating.
say it's not a good
What?
D&D game until somebody cries, so maybe it's a good D&D game now. I don't
Yeah.
fucking know. Can I
I don't know
please
how somebody put an eye out. I
So
don't know.
good.
can I please kill Luka now, for God's
Yeah.
sake?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh my
You can
God.
most certainly try.
Definitely try.
I hate it.
So,
This is so cursed.
as Dame and
Oh,
Doc have found the solution to perhaps extricate you from this perilous predicament that Druna and Luka find themselves in, Luka once again decides to hurl himself across the crumbling floor of Rovahnn's once famed fest hall and rolls a natural 1. Druna,
And they
levitating...
now look like a pile of cheesecake on the floor.
We're getting to that.
Be extinct like pandas.
Druna, levitating by her ass, is drifting across the floor in safety for the moment. When she sees, as do the rest of you, Luka take a misstep and create an additional hole in the floor, taking with him several stones that make up the base of this room, and plummeting dozens of feet to the floor below. I'm going to roll to decide quickly
to die.
whether you're... I'm going to roll quickly to determine what you may or may not land in. You don't want me to roll an 8 through 10. I'll put it that way.
Let's hope it's not poop.
I don't.
There's just a bucket of poop down there. Yeah.
My new Tiger's Eye dice, which I very much love, wish for you very much to not have the worst possible scenario.
Don't judge me for how I keep my house.
So,
Oh my god.
I'm going to give you the opportunity to roll an acrobatics check to mitigate some of the damage that you're about to take. You're about to take damage, don't get me wrong, but it's possible for you to take less. So let's see if you can land like a cat.
Both of us, or
Well, no, you're still flying for now.
for now?
16?
Oh, that's right. He could lose concentration from the damage. Ooh.
Correct. So, 16 is good enough to not take all of the damage. Now I roll more dice.
This should tell you something, though, about, like, my character process, where, like, I make crazy characters, and then I'm just here, like, they're dying.
You make good characters and then bad decisions.
Here's the good news. I rolled 3 dice. 2 of them were 1s.
Nice.
Okay.
Oh my.
You take 7 points of damage
Okay.
as you strike the floor a little more than 30 feet below. And you do not, by sheer good luck, land in the Disney's Hades Well of Souls beneath this fortress. Good luck, you. Still hanging on to those DM's accomplices. Could have spent one there, didn't. When you take that damage, you are concentrating on a spell. I need you to make a Constitution saving throw. You are looking to make a 10 or better.
Oh, please.
Just a 10 or better.
I rolled a 12. So
A 12.
Ooh,
You
okay.
manage to maintain your concentration on Druna's ass levitation. So, her dummy thick dumpy is still in the air.
Oh my god. Thank God.
Druna, you're the only one that can hear this loud clatter, because like he probably lands on top of the shield because he was holding it like straight like this, trying to carry the weight of it, and you just hear from down there just like, it landed on my keys.
Now, while you are down there, you have the first opportunity of anyone to see something. In the eerie green light from this rift in the world, from which the souls of hundreds of Rovahnn's previous foes are illuminating, you see the visage of a bedraggled, but still conventionally attractive woman chained to a wall about 25 feet away and to your right, manacled by her wrists and her ankles, and in the tatters of what was once probably quite a fine gown. She notes your rapid descent to this floor and weakly tugs at the chains that bind her and says, "Quickly, you must help me. They'll be back any moment. I need to be free. They're doing terrible things down here, and they'll do them to me if you don't hurry."
Sorry, I'm laughing
because basically this like tiny little blue boy just fell out of the ceiling, is laying on the ground looking half dead, and she's help me to this person laying
She
on
is.
the
She
ground.
seems.
What else she gonna do?
She seems
You know what this vision
quite
I'm getting?
desperate.
The visual.
Literally, what else?
Is this
The
Hall of
visual is
Presidents or
just like-
something? Or is this animatronics going on?
Luka's just going, wha-bom!
Ah, yes. That seems like a good rescue.
She certainly seems like she's in a situation to not turn down any help that she could possibly get. Make a perception check here as you lay on
He's
your
looking
back.
over. He like sits up enough to like look over one of the sarcophaguses, just like dirt on face, and just
Oh, dame.
like
What
that's
is on
all
your
it is.
mind?
Hey, Luka, did you reduce your own damage for holding the shield?
I did not. It's okay. It's past. I didn't say it, so it didn't
Okay.
happen.
Just remember that's the thing you can do now.
Yeah, I know. You said investigation or perception, Rob?
Perception.
Perception? Okay, then.
Or
21.
medicine, if you prefer.
Was, well, what is my medicine? I'll go for the perception because you said that first.
autoerotica?
Because my investigation's real good, my medicine's and my perception's medium. So it's a 21.
Okay.
Oof.
She seems gaunt, dehydrated, starved. I mean, unwashed is a given at this point. You can see blood and blisters where she has tugged at these chains for hours, days, maybe even weeks. You feel pretty hurt right now, and you have seen Dame and Doc, I think, at various points in this adventure. Definitely Dame, if not Doc, I can't quite recall. At the brink of death and dying. As well as the druid, Athelin. Very near death herself. And by the rasp in this woman's voice and the state of her, you think this is probably the closest to death you have seen any individual in your life that is still conscious.
He's gonna get up from his like spot on the floor and like haul the shield up and all that. Just like, I got some pocket chocolate. You want that? Like, that's all that he said.
Might be a little melted.
Oh.
I'd be a little squished right now because I just landed on it.
Food.
Oh.
Chocolate.
Yeah, chocolate's food. It's unhealthy food, but I mean, all the good foods are unhealthy food. So, are we sure
in
it's
so long.
pocket chocolate? Yes,
If
it's pocket chocolate.
In lieu of freedom, I would be grateful of food.
Okay. He's gonna pull out the pocket chocolate. I'm gonna kind of walk up to her. I don't know what you would want me to roll for this, but can I kind of like, maybe it's an insight of just kind of like I don't entirely, after Gruta, I don't entirely trust that she's not
5 check.
just disguising.
A check.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Are you wary of her? What you're saying? I want to be clear so I know tell you what to roll. Are you wary of her intentions?
Yeah, just he's probably got in his mind just this thought of like, you know, she could very easily just have on like some sort of cover or disguise, you know.
So,
Given the last thing that he watched come out of this room was that red spirit that disappeared, so.
That's fair. So, if you are wary of their intentions, it would be an insight check. If you believe your senses are deceiving you, it would be investigation.
Okay.
Which are you planning to roll?
Well, based off how I described that, I guess that would be investigation because I was trying to do just a general, like, mistrust sort of thing.
Brilliant. I'm going to spend a
So I
point
would
of
think-
DM's accomplice, and you are going to roll this with disadvantage.
Okie day.
Ooh.
I'm like the only one of your players when you say do this bad thing, and I'm like, okay.
Oh yeah.
Oh, it's not lost on me.
Hey, I willingly accept
Okay.
the possession.
And if we're doing investigation,
Let's see, that was going to be either 17 or the lower one, which is what we're taking, is 12. 5 plus 7 is 12.
Brilliant. You absolutely believe everything your senses are telling you right now.
He's kind of like narrowing his eyes at her for a second, just like, I've made enough bad decisions today. What's one more? And he's gonna go and start like trying to like give her a few pieces of chocolate to the mouth while like trying to see if there's a way to unhook her.
Brilliant. As you approach, you begin fizzing in your pocket for a little bit of snackums. And then, as though the manacles were not actually locked, perhaps, one of her hands seems to fly free of them and reaches directly for your throat.
Oh my god. Slap it away.
Oh, you would like to. There's
Does the shield... This is going to be a weird question, but I didn't write this down because I was trying to write really fast. Does the shield add anything to my AC? Because it's a shield.
It'd be +2.
It is a plus two.
Okay. So that brings me
Yes.
to a whole 12. Phoebe still has more AC than me.
Brilliant! This is a 23 to hit.
Yep.
Oh.
Guys, I just have to share. I don't think I can get her up here before I die. She's asleep on my kneecap with her head resting in my hand.
Best seat in the house, honestly.
Yeah, you're passed out. Like the little creep that you are, yeah.
Okay.
Beauty.
So, you have the shield, yes?
Mhm.
I'm going to give you the benefit of a doubt. Roll a d4.
Where did I put it? I just had it for guidance. 4.
How much?
4.
Great. Roll a constitution saving throw. This is your concentration check.
Oh.
That's another 12.
Oh my god.
Another 12 is a pass. Lucky you.
Oh, lucky me.
Okay.
I just know that if I see it above 10, I'm just saying what the number on the dice is because I don't remember what my constitution modifier
You're
is.
fine. You take 18 points of necrotic damage.
I'm passed out.
As a hand larger than the one that you
Wait,
see reaches up and grasps you by the throat.
18, was that minus the 4 already?
That was minus the 4 already.
Yeah. I am unconscious.
Standing as
Guys, what character am I going to make next week?
as the visage of the blonde hair fades to a gray, twiggy, stiff hair, as the manacles vanish from the ankles and the wrists, and as the formerly crouched and kneeling woman stands to a full height of a crook-backed 7.5 feet tall.
Ugh.
The alabaster skin, though blood-stained and dusty, turns green and wrinkled as you stare into the broken-nosed face of a hook-fanged hag. Grasps your throat, and the inflict wounds spell courses necrotic damage through your veins. She rasps into your face as you begin to fall unconscious. Get out of my house.
Before he passes out, she just hears him mutter, "Really need some face cream for overnight."
And that's where we'll pick up next week.
No, man, you gotta tell me if I gotta roll a new character for next week. Come on.
I'm sorry to say we're 8 sessions into it. There's no new characters arriving in the middle of this
you're back.
dungeon.
How did that happen?
Well,
look
guys.
like death warmed over at a buffet, but hey.
I'll let you play Sean.
Yeah, Sean.
Positive
Keep
affirmations.
recasting
My blood
Sean.
pressure is completely normal.
I mean, technically, at this point, I'm unconscious. I would take death saves if she keeps hitting. So,
Would Druna be able to see any of this since she's like floating over it?
I don't know if Druna could see, but Phoebe probably definitely has started pacing around anxiously.
Because I do have
screaming,
dark
because that's what she
vision.
does when he's out.
Before we leave, Druna can make a perception check. You are not at an angle where you could see the hag, but you might be capable of seeing Luka pass out of eyesight to go and help someone and hand them chocolate.
I'm rolling with inspiration.
While you guys are working on this, we've finally met one of the Wither sisters, which I have very barely name dropped, but who this most of the story is really about. Erik has known about them for a while because they are the trio of hag sisters who have taken up residence in his precious stronghold. And after Dame accidentally knocked over some enormous fucking doors a while ago, they were very aware that they had intruders, and relatively where they were, even though they watched you enter the stronghold. And they had the opportunity to try and set up some things that they thought might entice one or more of you, like looking like a damsel in distress. And Druna rolls.
It was perception, right?
Mm-hmm.
I got an 18.
An 18.
With modifiers.
You hear a sultry feminine voice, though somewhat raspy and perhaps parched, speaking to Luka in words that you can't quite understand from your distance, and see Luka passing out of your sight, and then hear a croak, a cry of pain, and a flash of eerie green light from down below.
You also, I'm so sorry, KJ, but I have to point this out. You also technically aren't flying.
It's fine.
Anymore.
It's fine.
Oh, you
because,
went unconscious?
Yeah,
that's right.
Yeah, dude, I told you I was out. I have 22 hit points. You hit me with 7 and 18.
But how much farther?
I only focused on the concentration check. This is now important.
Yeah, like how much farther though did she make it in the time it took for you to talk to this woman about chocolate?
Yeah, because if I'm like aware,
so maybe you're back.
So I'll give you a choice, KJ, and I want you to make this choice before I say the consequences, although you might remember them. Either you were in a position that is somewhat dangerous, but capable of seeing what happened to Luka, or you traveled quickly enough that you are now on safe ground and didn't see anything I just said you saw.
I'm in a dangerous position because I have a plan and I think I'm about to go full feral. So
okay.
Now you're
case,
my boy, not my boy.
Let's go ahead. Let's go ahead and have you roll an acrobatics check because, well, you know what? Let me roll because you have the opportunity. You weren't necessarily in the same spot. Cool. So, roll your own acrobatics check, please.
So I have that armor on too, so I'll have to roll.
You know, Rifle Stud, while they're rolling this has like snake vibes from last Wednesday's game, but like tenfold.
And there's no horny satyr to save you now.
Yeah.
So I have
a 16?
A 16, and then if we're doing the armor thing, I rolled a 4.
Okay. Not going to help your armor. The armor class is not going to help you necessarily per se.
No, but my leather armor thing.
I see. That's bigger numbers. Okay. So, good news is you also aren't in a position to fall into the Well of Souls beneath the castle.
Oh, great. I'm glad. I had no idea that's what I was avoiding.
Well, that was possible. You do fall and where you fall does break through the floor of the room that you are floating above, and you also start to descend down to the floor below. You make your acrobatics check, you shave some off of the damage, and you are going to take 11 points of damage from your fall.
Right. Question though, with that armor that you gave me, because I rolled a d4, doesn't that reduce it?
The reducing of damage is from the shield. The raising of your armor class is from the armor.
If I wasn't unconscious, I could use it for you.
That is true. Sadly, the shield person is a little right now.
You could do a lot of things if you weren't unconscious.
And if you had your spellcasting focus.
Look, I'm sorry.
So, Druna is going to be in the unique position where you are and missing the hit points that you are missing. You watch the transformation of this. You catch the final moments of a helpless, bedraggled prisoner girl becoming a hunched and hideous green hag with her gnarly, wrinkled hands around Luka's throat. Very much so, Erik.
Should have remembered the saying, bros before hoes. Didn't listen.
Yeah, and we got Sean too, so don't worry. We got Sean.
Yep.
Sean's still there, but
now,
do you want me to
I do be here.
Most capable out of the both of us.
That is where we will end it for the week. We have lots of rope. We have javelins. We have magic items. Everybody's got one. And we
I'm so stressed out.
We have but one of 3 of the Wither Sisters right now, with 4 remaining instances of DM's accomplice. I'm sure it'll be fine.
Well, on the bright side, Crash and I did see 2 people take a dive, so we'll get in there and help somehow.
Sure.
You better Twilight cleric it up.
I'm gonna try.
Throw that domain in a circle, girl.
I can't fly yet.
Oh, thank you, Robin, for coming along with an extra instance of DM's accomplice, making me feel very free to use it, and finally being able to bring in one of my bosses for this dungeon. I'm very excited. Something about having Erik around makes me speak in a slightly deeper voice than I normally do, and I'm very much enjoying it. Whiskey is great. You guys are great. Thank you guys so much. We hit our subscriber goal this stream. Thank you very much, Rob, for championing that. I will be announcing on social media when that will be coming up. I'm going to message Sophie. She has the supplies I will need to do the things to my face that you all want to see me do to my face. I will announce that. It's probably not going to be this next week, maybe not the one after. Follow us on social media to be able to see when that is coming up. I don't want any of you who helped this happen to miss it. I'm going to real quick put our link tree in this chat. I think this is it. Boom. There we go. Everybody follow that link. Go to our link tree. Follow us on everything. And we will be announcing when that will happen, because it's going to be very embarrassing and humbling for me and very entertaining for the rest of you. Erik Braa, thank you for coming in and joining us once again. You are, as always, a delight. You crack me the hell up. Thank you for adding chaos to this stream and adding ever so much towards my slow descent into insanity.
He gets thanked for adding chaos. We get judged.
To the rest of you, fuck every one of you. I hate you so much.
Aw, you mean it?
This I really have been looking forward to this stream. I've really been looking forward to this game. I've really been looking forward to the torment that we each bring to each other.
Makes it all worth it.
Lord Vito, thank you for joining us in the chat.
Yeah, I'll make him a
Rainbow Tiefling. Damn.
Ooh.
Yeah.
We are going to get out of here fairly quickly, guys, because I have a bladder full of alcohol that needs to be relieved.
Oops.
To everyone in the chat, thank you.
Sponsored by Depends.
Damn it, man. I'm going to pee my lack of Depends if you keep this up. To everyone who is in the chat, thank you so much for helping us reach our subscriber goal. We'll come up with another one soon, and it'll be hopefully equally entertaining. thank you for pushing us towards our follower goal of 500. We are getting closer all the time, and I will really look forward to setting someone up
Get
with
those clips in.
all the D&D that
Oh,
we can
yeah.
stand. It's not too late to get in clips. You can clip the VOD. I don't know if we had a whole bunch of clips from this session. Hopefully everyone was just enjoying it with the rest of us. We're not going to pick a winner for a day or two, so go back to the VOD, find your favorite clips, clip them, and hopefully win our recognition on social media and one of Erik's 2 amazing shirts. And as always,
They're rad.
Like, I love mine. Yeah.
as always, to everyone in the chat, thank you very much, my friends and adventurers. And in case you don't hear it anywhere else this week, we love you. And to all of my friends here playing this game with me, in spite of the things you put me through, I love you all very much. Tyler and I will be back on Wednesday for some Feywild shenanigans at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time for more of the Wild Beyond the Witchlight.
And then equally chaotic character, so if you want to see someone else die, got you.
Whereas I am once again just playing someone trying to put up
We are
with
in high
all of
supply
this.
out here.
Good night, Dancer. Good night, Rifle Stud. Good night, Sprinkle. Good night, Lord Vito. Good night, anyone else who is in the chat remaining with us this late in the evening. And to
Good night,
all of
dumb
you,
boy.
Walton's reference, damn it. Farewell and Godspeed. Catch you next time.
Hey.